So the temperature rapidly changed down here. It's kind of cold now. I don't know how I feel about that.
I, for one, welcome our new cold gods.
Yeah, I'm tired of this heat.
Honestly, yeah, it's a lot worse down here. Like it's usually 10 degrees hotter where we are from where you are, Carlos.
Yeah.
Is it not cold by you right now?
No, not really.
Yeah, I
It's been
know.
it's been raining a lot though, so it's been humid
It's-
actually.
Yeah, it's kind of been cool down here, which is kind of a bad thing because it's August.
Well, y'all are like further that way, so it makes sense.
Yeah, it also rained here a shitload yesterday. Apparently, it was like nearly flooding in some areas.
Oh no, it did flood.
I
And,
lost power for about 2 hours earlier this week.
Oh
big
shit.
dude. What had happened was when we were at our local, one of the dudes had his one of our other friends, Raj. We know him. He's been on the channel already. I'll just say his name. Raj took M's because he hasn't been on the channel. I'm not gonna say his name. Took M's HDMI and power cable and forgot to tell M about it. I think, or forgot to give it back to him one way or another. And so M comes all the way back walking through the fucking rain for his fucking shit.
Yeah, he wasn't funny. He wasn't happy when he got there.
It was pretty funny though.
No, it's funny as fuck. He just literally came in yelling, "Raj, what the fuck?" And Raj was just sitting there like completely dumbfounded at why he was being yelled at this time.
And then he was like, okay, so backstory, right? A long time ago, it wasn't even that long ago. I'm still upset about it. During the winter, right? Me and Raj don't have that. We have the same type of jacket, but they're not similar. You know how I know? Because one, my jacket is black because that's the only color that I like. Two, his jacket is gray and it has his name on it. Guess who fucking took my jacket during winter one time? Fucking Raj. So M goes ahead and tells me, Coby, how do you feel, right? When fucking Raj took your goddamn coat. That's how I feel. Except I'm all wet. And I'm like, yeah, I know how you feel, except he took my coat and I still ended up even more wet than you because I didn't have a fucking jacket. So that brought back great memories. Raj, the coat stealer. Give that to me. All right. Well, now that we got that story out the way, should we just start with our weeks? Because I can't think of a less awkward way to segue into this.
Yeah, I mean, might as well just force it in.
All right.
Yeah. So who wants to go first?
I guess I can take the hit.
Yeah, take the hit.
Okay. This week, well, school isn't starting back, so we've just been going to classes and work. Back to the good old days of people not knowing how to address their shit. Not understanding that they're supposed to wait for an email before they come pick up their package, and then they get there and they say, "What's my package not ready?" In that exact voice.
I sense some animosity.
Yeah.
I feel that animosity because I used to work there.
Yeah, it only gets worse.
Yeah, it honestly does.
Like, one girl came and was like, "Do I have to have my ID to get my package?" We're like, "Yes."
Man, it's like we had that on a sign or something.
We don't know who you are. We don't care who you are. We need your fucking ID. We don't even know if you have a package here. So she goes, goes and gets her ID like 5 minutes later, swipes a card. She doesn't even have any mail. And she goes, "Oh my god," it's like, just
I fucking hate that so much, which is why I'm kind of glad I stopped working there, because like there was gonna come to the point where I was going to rings like Homer Simpson and Bart, like hand around neck shaking.
To be fair, it's really only the worst at the beginning of the year with all the new freshmen and book orderings. And like,
I hate freshmen even more than regular now.
Oh yeah, they're bad.
I didn't even think that was possible.
No,
because I keep coming here.
I understand completely.
Yeah, no, because I'm pretty sure I see them, and I'm like, look at all these people happy with their happy starting their college careers. These fools.
No, I had a room with some freshmen before. It's bad.
Oh
Freshmen
God.
suck.
Oh, understandable. Even though we were freshmen at one point,
Yeah, but at
Yeah,
least
like
I
as much as them.
I was always a loner, so I mean, someone might consider that sucking, but hey.
at least the
Yeah.
only freshman I roomed with was you, Coby. Yeah, at least I
Yeah,
already knew
and-
you.
Yeah, we're still roommates, so I think we're all right.
Yeah.
Compatible wise. We're gonna be like Billy and Wooly, and you're gonna move out after 8 years and not even tell me.
Oh, it won't be
Hey,
8 years.
shout
I'll
out to
probably be
Billy.
at the end of this year, I hope.
God, yeah.
Yeah, just it's been pretty much that work. I got to go to the loft Thursday finally. That was fun playing. Watch people play cross tag. Raj kind of killing everyone as per usual.
Understandable.
So one of the guys booted B. Yeah, B. I'm trying to think if there's anyone else with B as their first letter, but B. Booted up Unis. He played some matches with the other M. Okay, we gotta think of better code names for these. Because I'm thinking about it now, and I'm like, there's like 4 M's, I think.
Thuggery M. You know which one's Thuggery M. That one's pretty obvious.
Yeah, that's the first M.
Yeah, that's the real M. The first solo Cinder.
Yeah, I basically just ended up playing Unist with a bunch of people up there and doing fairly well. This random girl, I've already told you and Michael the story, but Carlos, you haven't got to hear it.
Okay.
So I was playing Unis, a fighting game with some people. This girl just sits next to me in our the area we play games up at the school, and like it was like the only seat open, so I was like, okay, yeah, that's fair. But then like out of the corner right, I think she keeps staring at me, and I'm like, I can't tell if she's staring at me or the TV that's like right behind me. I don't know. And then I looked down one time after a set in Unis, and she's playing Unis on her fucking laptop. And it's so confusing. I'm just sitting there like, what the fuck is going on?
Cable. It's not that confusing, my man.
No, it is.
No, I mean, like, well, maybe she just wanted to talk. Like, maybe she just wanted to, like, make a friend. She was like, oh, hey, like, he plays whatever the fuck the game is. And she was like, oh, I'm into the game.
Or he has a stalker.
I mean, I
Or
actually
you have a
did.
stalker.
I actually did talk. Like, I did make conversation. Like, I
Now,
literally
did
said,
you make it successfully?
I don't know. I don't talk to people normally. I just literally asked, oh, cool, you're playing Unis. What character do you play? And she said, Network. And I just kind of shook my head and went back to the game because thank God right then someone else started a set. So I was like, oh, okay, I gotta like, focus on the set. And I was thinking like, what the fuck did she just say? And then we went back up there Thursday night and everyone in the loft was like, hey, Cable, is that your girl? I'm like, no, I don't know who the fuck she is.
No, they asked me about it too because it was like, no, I don't know. She was uncomfortable. It was uncomfortably comfortable with him. It's the word that they used for it. I'm like, damn, that how it be, but it'd be true.
Look, I'm not her. I don't know to what capacity she wanted to talk to you, but I think it was just that. Just at some level, I think she just wanted to talk with you, Cable.
Okay,
Yeah,
and hey, I
totally.
actually...
Whatever the other intentions are, I don't know.
Well, let
Don't
me know.
let your-
I actually try to make conversation with a person. I didn't literally just shake my head and just make random mumbling noises like I usually do.
What if that's actually what you did? You're just hallucinating.
I wouldn't be surprised, honestly.
you turn and you're frothing at the mouth talking.
Well, I'm playing Unis. I might as well be.
That game kills your brain cells.
Just Wagner.
Yeah. He's not wrong.
Yeah, then we went back up there. We played Sam's show. That was fun. My PlayStation got hijacked for a while for Raj and C to do a death match in Dragon Ball Fighters. As per usual.
Yeah, no, that was painful.
I mean,
that was painful to watch.
they asked me.
Not painful because Raj was destroying C, but because C was too afraid to punish a lot of things.
Like,
And granted, I'm good friends with C, And like his main problem, he's good at fighting games. His main problem, I should not be beating him in Dragon Ball Fighters, right? He's like, I quit playing ranked. He's at like one of the highest ranks in the game. I only beat him because he's too scared to punish most of the time. And I have no fear of my own safety because, depression. And so I always throw dumb shit out and it somehow always works.
No, like the instant I agreed to let them play, I remembered who was playing. I'm like, oh fuck, they're gonna get in a death match.
Of course they're gonna get in.
Do you remember the one time? Do you remember the one time Roger literally went up to C and said, "Square me the fuck up" in Street Fighter V, and he completely bullied him.
No, I also bullied him that night too. You forgot. I was playing him in Ultra 4. And I kept waking up and like 360 him as Zangief because that's what you do. And to the point where I just started walking at him. He started like full screen walking at him, right, Cable?
Uh-huh.
And he starts jumping out of fear.
God, understandable.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then Friday after work.
C's a great.
Oh,
yeah,
sorry.
C's a great dude. C's a great dude. Just fuck. He needs to not be afraid and stop respecting people too much.
Yeah.
Those are contradictory statements in fighting games. You can't be a good person and respect people.
Yeah, take Thuggery M as an example.
Yeah.
Can we just call them my different Marvel characters that start with M? So Thuggery M would be like Magneto.
He doesn't even play Magneto.
Yeah, I know. But it's Magneto. Squeeze that bitch.
Squeeze that bitch.
I wish you were there while I'd let Thuggery M borrow my stick. It was the funniest fucking shit.
Didn't you tell me he went full Marvel mode and he had the wife beater on?
Yeah, he took off his shirt, which I didn't even realize he was like, that's a shirt he can just take off easily. But he had it off, like he was sitting on it basically. He was trying to do like 360s on the stick as Waldstein.
God.
Yeah, then Friday went back out with you and Michael. We played some stuff. Michael killed us in Skullgirls. We tried to be Hispanic and play KOF.
Didn't like KOF. It's not that I don't like it. It's just, it's too weird for me.
It was alright, but like,
yeah,
I don't know.
I'm over here. How the fuck do I get a super out?
Oh no, the super immersions are weird.
Yeah.
And then we played a shitload of Sam Show.
Sam Show's fun.
Oh no, it is. I'm thinking back on that. It's like the majority of our time up there was Sam Show.
Play Sam Show, guys.
Yeah.
And it's a great fighting game for beginners because it's all about beginner fundamentals.
Yeah, there's no like crazy combos you have to learn or weird links. It's literally just your longest combos are going to be jump in heavy, medium, some sort of super special, or weapon flip super. Like that's it. There's nothing else. Until someone finds something else.
Yeah.
I'm sure it exists somehow.
And then that character gets nerfed into the ground.
Ripperoni.
Oh, Genjiro deserved it. Who cares?
Yeah. He's so good. It's just not as good.
Yeah. We took away your rifle, but here's your pistol.
Yeah, that's kind of it.
Yeah. Well, anything else you do with your week?
Well, I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow.
Yeah.
That's technically the end, but other than that, need to do a bunch of homework, and I played Sam Show again earlier today with someone up from Discord. That was fun. I shouldn't have won like half the times I won.
I saw a lot of robberies committed.
Yeah. That very last one, that second to last match was like the worst it's been.
Like, Carlos, you don't understand. This man took the shoes off this man. That's how bad of a robbery it was.
Oh.
I like literally hit I think his character's pinky, and the game was like, fuck it, you got it.
He took the Tims.
No, that's what I was gonna say. He took the wallet and he said, "Give me the Tims." I was like,
Tims.
"Not the Tims, man." Give me the Tims.
Bruh, not the
But I think other than that, that's been my week.
Okay, cool. Well, Carlos, what did you do with your week?
You know, it's not until these segments that I realize how boring of a life I have, or I have the worst memory because I have nothing to share.
God, really?
I keep trying to think of anything I would have done, and my mind is drawing a complete blank.
Didn't watch anything. Didn't do anything.
Nah.
If you can't think of anything, well, we can just keep going.
Yeah, you guys keep going. Yeah, I'm sorry, my life is boring.
It's not boring. It's just
fine. I know that feeling.
Yeah, I mean, you've got shit.
Until we get this YouTube money and the scandal alongside it, then we won't.
Don't say that. Don't say that.
Come on, you can't please everyone out there.
That is true.
I'm just worried about what the scandal will entail.
Oh, it'll probably be one of my comedy shows.
Oh yeah, I forgot. You need to talk about that.
Oh yeah, I can talk about that. I'll go with my week since Carlos can't really think of anything. My week, I mostly just did a lot of stuff for the school because I still run a club up here. Not gonna say what club. Work, homework, paying bills. Oh, and on Tuesday I did my first comedy stand-up show for an open mic, and they liked me. So they said they would book me again whenever I wanted to go do it again. This is mostly for open mic though, and I'm really new, so I don't think it's gonna be anything paid anytime soon. But hey, it's a start, right?
It is a start.
And people thought I was funny, which was their mistake.
You were.
I was a mistake, or I was funny, because I think I'm both, honestly.
God.
Did you check out the video I sent you yet, Carlos, or have you been busy?
I have not checked it out yet. I will later.
Oh, get ready to feel uncomfortable. You already know my humor, so you can only assume how bad it gets.
All right.
But I was pretty tame that night, except for and also I rushed it a little bit because when you're doing an open mic set, you only get 3 minutes unless you're a special guest or something like that, or they actually pay you to do it. So yeah, my set was 3 minutes, and so some of my jokes I feel like I did rush it, but hey. I knew two ways it was going to come out of it. One, I was going to bomb it. I was going to say I could do better. Or two, I was going to do pretty good and think, yeah, I can do better. And I'm glad I didn't bomb it because I felt like I would have been the dude that went out there and like threw up, like actually.
Or do the
that's good. You got to get that experience.
Do the D thing
Like,
from Saturday start dry heaving.
Yeah.
God.
So, how you doing? How you doing, Philadelphia? I made a pretty good gout joke. I'm still really proud about that.
That was pretty good.
Hey, at least the black people in the crowd laughed for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was gonna say like that was the other big thing was that crowd was like it was more tame than I thought from my sense of humor, but still people also went pretty hard. One of the other comics there had a funny joke, and I don't want this podcast to have any form of like political bias or anything. But it was a pretty funny political joke because he was talking about how in 2016 he went and voted against Trump. Yeah, and everyone's like cheering. And I was like, yeah, as much as I also voted against Hillary.
And pretty much everyone was quiet.
No, I was losing it in the background. I was losing. No, I was losing it in the back. I was like just but comedy's subjective. You need to know your crowd. You'll eventually build the base of people who like you will know at one point the people who go and watch your show. And then you can go crazy. Because even then, Dave Chappelle still has some really dark humor jokes that doesn't always sit well with the crowd, but I think it's hilarious. Well, then again, that's because, it's comedy. Either everything's funny or nothing's funny.
Yeah.
Other than that, due to some insistent bickering by one of my friends, I got back into Titanfall 2. Game's still good. I'm still repping the two best friends play clan. Yeah, rest in peace. But yeah, it's still pretty good. I got my ass fucking beat for like the first 20 matches. And then I started not losing as hard. That's like, going from like 6th place to 4th place. I'm getting there. And at least I'm contributing to my team. And so, mostly because I had to stop using meme weapons. Like, Carlos, you can run a fucking primary as a secondary as your primary. However, the secondary does as much damage as as a primary.
Okay.
So the revolver's called the wingman, and then there's the wingman elite that has a red dot on it. And that's is it 8 or 6 shots? Cable.
The wingman?
Yeah.
I think
I wanna
it's
say
8, but it's been a while since I've played.
Yeah. Yeah, the wingman does damage. It too bad. Hey, what's the balance of it? It's a revolver. However, people who are really good at the game have been running across the map and headshotting people. And I know they're not hacking because they miss like the first shot and then get me on the second one.
Yeah.
So yeah, Titanfall 2 still really good. Ion, best Titan.
Okay.
In my personal opinion.
Yeah, it's all personal. Like, I mean, I really liked North Star for a while. I think I had just started playing Tone last time I had played. But if I went back, I'd probably go back to North Star or... shit, I can't remember the Titans in the fucking game. Legion.
Yeah.
Probably one of those two until I got back into it.
You should name your Titan Fist of. You can play North. Yeah, you can play North Star.
I'm really
I'll be
tempted
here
to
all
leave
week,
the
everybody.
call. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. If you
All
pull
right,
that,
time to yeet myself out of my
if
window.
you pull that joke on your comedy thing, I will make sure the crowd starts booing you.
Because you'd be the first one, like a true friend.
Yeah. I'd walk up on the stage and just slap you. But it's
That would
fine.
be
We
part of
could,
the comedy,
yeah, we could
though.
work that into your
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah, but it needs to be a hard slap. Like there needs to be blood.
Blood.
I don't know if
Yeah,
I could slap that hard.
No, you just basically throw an open hand hook.
Yeah, I don't think.
Ray Rice the shit out of me.
All right.
God.
All right. Other than that, I played the other TF2, Team Fortress 2. Still pretty fun. Engineer is still pretty fun. That game can get really toxic. Like bad toxic. But on other servers, it's really fun and really chill. Can't really say much about Team Fortress 2. I think the last thing I want to talk about is no, we can talk about that later when we go up and over the operation that happened in Siege, or that's happening in Siege.
Okay.
I got back into Overwatch and immediately got out of Overwatch because I'm a support main. And my team is useless. I hate keeping you dumbasses alive. Why do I have golden eliminations? I don't do DPS. Yeah, fuck Overwatch. And I'm not even like, this isn't even like me bragging. When I played a rank match, and it was a rank placement, right? And I carried these motherfuckers to gold. Well, I stayed at silver because I lost one of my fucking placement matches. And so one of the fucking, like, one of the dudes was like, "You didn't fucking carry us," and I was like, "Hey, who has 43 eliminations?" Oh, you have four. Oh, I'm at like 39 and I'm at silver. Yeah, I'm at gold, bitch. Hey, who has the most time on the objective? Man, look at that. You see that name? You see where it says boss? Man, gold healing. And while on top of that, I was helping you dumbasses. Trying not to kill. Oh man, why the fuck do I have gold damage done? My class doesn't do damage. And the thing, I remember the big one that made me just stop playing it was like the last thing I did was, well, those guys that I carried the gold, right? They were like, "Look, man, thanks a lot, but you want to be?" I was like, "Thanks a lot. Glad to have you on the team." And I was such an asshole about it because I remember this exact line from when people played like League of Legends and shit, and I was like, "Don't worry, man. I work as a garbage dump truck driver in the morning. What does that have to do with anything? Oh, I'm used to carrying trash.
Wrecked.
Fucking hate Overwatch. Good game, shitty teammates. I think that's my week. Uh, Michael, what did you do with your week?
Um, Not much. Just getting used to classes and whatnot. Seems like it's gonna be a pretty interesting semester. I'm excited.
Hey,
I like
hey,
school, but
you do?
yeah,
Uh,
surprisingly, I do.
uh,
I don't know if my body's just like trying to tell me I like something so I can try and be happy, but I don't know. I'm trying to
that's,
actually like
underst-
school.
that's understandable.
Yeah. But,
I'm in this picture and I don't like it.
yeah. But yeah. So what can I say? I mean, I can go read stuff like Friday. We all hung out, played Sam Show. That was pretty fun. Um, Abel already mentioned all that, so I'm not going to go back into it. Oh, I can talk about this. Um, so I've been going back into Outlast for
Ah,
reasons I don't fucking know. But
understandable. It's close.
yeah,
It's getting close to Halloween, even though we're 2 months away.
that is very true. It'll be here before we know it because time flies. Can never fucking wait. But yeah. So I've been getting into that, but I've been playing it on insane mode, and for people that don't know what Outlast insane mode is, basically, you have okay. So brief rundown if you don't know what how Outlast works. So basically, you're you're a reporter. You have a camera, and your camera has night vision for like any dark areas, which there are a lot of in Outlast. And of course, that night vision takes batteries. If you play it on the easiest possible difficulty, you get 10 batteries. You can get through it pretty easily. Play it on insane mode. You're limited to two. They run out hella fast. And here's the best part. When you die in insane mode, you don't start back at a checkpoint. You start back at the very beginning of the game.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Why would you put yourself through this?
Because I hate myself, Coby. You should know this by now.
Understandable. Have a nice day.
But yeah, no, it's been in a really weird way. It's been fun just fucking running through it, just with no fucking cares in the world. Because I don't know, it's just weird, like being in fucking mental institution, just fucking speed running it. That's all
It's
I've been
too
pretty much
surreal.
doing. Yeah, it's like everything's just
Yeah.
passing by hella. What?
No, I mean, I'm talking about you're like, man, I feel like I've been here before, or I'm going to be here in a couple years.
Yeah. Oh god. I mean, it's possible. Who knows? But outside of that, didn't do much of anything. I'm over here looking at my game, seeing what the fuck I've played, because I don't remember. It's been like just a blur of shit. But yeah, we can just call that my week. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing tomorrow.
I don't know what we're
Probably
doing tomorrow.
yeah.
You want to be depressed together tomorrow?
I don't know, B. It depends on how bad my depression is tomorrow. If it's
Depends on
gonna
how
be cloudy
depressed you
again,
feel.
yeah. If it's gonna be fucking cloudy again tomorrow, I'm gonna be oof.
You
It's
know,
fine.
I think the reason why I like walking out in this type of weather when it's all cloudy and like kind of cold is kind of like, huh, one, it's calm and soothing and it's cool. And
It is.
two, yeah. And two, there's a good chance the fog is so dense I get hit by a car. So it's
I
a
don't know.
win-win for everyone.
You see this as an absolute win, Coby? But yeah, no. Going off of that, I don't know. I find cloudy and overcast days like they're dreary as hell, but they're fun for me because they help. I don't know. I feel like they help me write better when like I'm just in my head, just like okay, this is what I'm gonna be writing about and shit. And also I get very philosophical when I'm depressed. I don't know why.
You sit outside the window, and you're like, whatever happens, happens.
No,
You don't smoke, but you don't smoke, so you just put lollipops in your mouth.
Feelings.
Yeah, you don't smoke, so you just put what like lollipops into your mouth and start playing the Cowboy Bebop soundtrack.
No, he becomes a Dio from Part 6 in the flashback.
Do you believe in gravity?
I don't know what's worse, the fact that Cable suggested it, or the fact that that's not even wrong.
Do you believe in Part 6 never?
Do you believe in part 6 and 7 being skipped?
Oh.
Just completely.
I can't wait till like they finally be like David Productions releases some artwork for part 6, and I'm like, don't do that. Don't give me hope.
Or they just retweet random manga panels.
Yeah.
Like, I wonder what this will look at. I made it's like, please. Stop.
Don't do. What happened to part 6, David Productions? Gone. Reduced to atoms.
God.
Sacrifice for Part 7.
No, I don't skip part 6.
There's
Part
no
6 is just
reason
as
to.
important.
Yeah.
Granted, part 6 has its problems, but every JoJo part has its problems. The only one that doesn't is part 7. Oh man, Game Boy, I can't wait until you get to part 7. Part 7 is so fucking good. It may not be my it may not be my favorite JoJo part, but I can go ahead and say like, no, this is the best part.
I started rereading part 7 recently, and it brought back so many memories, man. Like that. Part 7's great.
Welcome to the true man's world.
Oh my god.
So good. So good.
Yeah.
Oh man, Carlos doesn't know what the fuck we're talking about.
No, I do not.
We will incept JoJo
How
enough
Cable
into
was
you.
last week is how I am now. Just I could not give it less of a shit.
We
It's
will
fine.
incept you enough to you eventually watch JoJo. Like how Monroe actually turned around on Attack on Titan. He can eat my ass about that. Never been wrong about my recommendations.
That's true.
Except for probably porn. I'm into
Oh,
I'm
okay.
into some weird shit.
I mean,
Anyways.
I think everyone's into their own brand of weird shit.
All right, are we
just
gonna
don't
make a
talk about
tier? Are we gonna make a tier list for weird fetishes?
No. I don't.
Let's not.
Not
let's
yet.
not.
No, not yet.
We're
What
not on
has-
that point
okay.
of the channel. We're not going downhill just yet. We haven't even started the hill.
I wanted to know what point of degeneracy and what developed wrong in your brain that you get the fetish of being like that you like being taken care of like you're a baby. Like what the fuck?
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Jesus Christ.
You know exactly what I'm talking about.
I don't know, maybe if you were yeeted into an orphanage.
No, I know, but it's still like weird. I only bring this up because I was rewatching
I don't like you're saying rewatching.
no. Carlos, The Boys. I was rewatching The Boys.
Okay, I was like, don't roll me into this. All right, what about The Boys?
You know the whole liking being taken care of like you're a baby.
Oh, okay. Now I know what you're talking about.
That's why I'm bringing that back.
Okay.
I'm like, yeah, that's weird. And I thought it was just a narrative thing until it was like apparently an actual thing. And I was like, I really could have lived without this knowledge. It's not cursed per se, but
The
it is
world is
unwanted.
weird, man. That's all I can say. You should have seen me and my wife when we were watching that. We just cringed so hard. Like we had to
What do you
look
think
away.
I was doing with? What do you think I was doing with Bay?
Like
Granted, we were FaceTiming, but like still, it was like I could feel it. You know what I mean? I didn't have to see it.
You know, after Game of Thrones, I thought, I could get through most kinds of sex scenes and it'd be really fine. But that one did break me. It was just, ugh.
Every time you think us as a generation is like desensitized to this shit, something happens in like another media, and you're like, okay, never mind. Yeah.
I could descend further into hell. Great.
Oh yeah.
Oh shit, this goes deeper. Like you jump off the cliff where it says rock bottom, but it hasn't hit rock bottom yet.
What do you mean?
It
I
just
haven't hit
turns into
bedrock?
sand and you're going in even deeper.
God, yep.
God.
Dang. I'm really excited about Halloween now.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, I forgot what we brought up, but I'm like, I forgot Halloween's like one of my favorite holidays, actually. It's only second to like, it's okay. The real tier list we can talk about is holiday tier list. This doesn't have to be affiliation with any like religion or dumb shit.
Maybe
You know
a
what
little
I
too
mean.
hard there.
No, I'll reword that someday. But anyways, top, both an S tier for me is Halloween and Christmas. Is that fine?
Hell yeah.
Can we agree on? Can we agree on that?
Sure, yeah.
Now that I'm old and I can get drunk on Halloween, this is even better. It's not like I haven't been getting drunk on Halloween, but now I can do it more responsibly with other people my age.
Are you guys going to be over there or around here around that
We
time?
will shall
let's
see. We shall see.
Not sure yet.
Yeah, that's good. It's hard for me to guess right now.
I want to actually go at something and go get blasted while dressed as that certain something.
Jeez.
And hey, if you check out, granted, our upload schedule's been kind of hectic because of school and stuff. But hey, we do want to do something around the Halloween.
We do.
Because, you know, what me and Cable used to do a lot was Halloween comes around, it's shitstorm time. And, you know, ever since that happened, we're not having a shitstorm this year. So I feel like in memory of the shitstorm, we should do something. Not as exactly, but I feel like something in memoriam would be really fun.
Got any ideas? Any sneak peeks?
Let's see. It was called Shitstorm of Scariness. The toilet typhoon of horror. That's what we're calling it.
All right. Did you have ideas on games?
No, not yet. We still need to finish Dead Space.
Yeah.
You guys have
Yeah,
not
we
finished Dead Space.
No.
Granted, we've been busy. Yeah, we've finished Arkham. We just haven't been able to sit
We
down.
only have
and
8
just-
more chapters to go.
Yeah, we only have a couple more episodes in Arkham because episode 7 should be coming out.
I guess when you
sometime
guys are
Sunday.
back around here, we can try to kill some of that.
Yeah, if
Me
we
and
don't
Cable
get
can
done
probably.
sooner.
Dead Space isn't that long. Me and Cable could kill Dead Space
Yeah, we can
Okay.
probably
sooner or later.
get like a chapter minimum a night.
What we do need to film is our other thing. I'm gonna type it in podcast stuff so I don't get the announcement out.
Oh, Coby, you and I need to do that other video.
I don't want to do it.
We're gonna do it.
I will do it.
With
I
what
will
game
do
do
it.
you want to do that with?
You forced me to do RE6. You at least give me a one-off.
Yeah, and I'll be showing my face for the
We
first time.
also need. No, you won't have to. You'll be behind the camera.
I know, but for like the joke,
And
you
if
need to see my reaction to this.
If you want to,
You
I
need to
won't stop
see
you.
the humanity. You need to see the humanity leave my eyes. You need to see all hope I had gone, reducing to atoms.
And for that, Carlos, it will just depend on whatever we have and just what we feel like playing. Because we've got plenty of options for that.
Gee, I wonder if we're gonna play Yakuza.
Well, for a while. Oh yeah. Not really enough to be newsworthy, but apparently a couple hours ago, a new poster for The Rise of Skywalker was released. And
Oh,
Oh yeah, that's part of the Disney news.
oh, it is. Okay.
yeah, we can kind of hop into the news because we've been talking about random
I'll be honest,
stuff.
I didn't read
Okay.
that article.
I do, because there's a whole bunch of Disney stuff to go through. I first want to quickly talk about the fact that we're getting a Breaking Bad movie in October.
Yeah, we are getting a Breaking Bad movie, and it's on Netflix.
It's on Netflix. They already released a trailer for it, or like a little teaser, and it's
I'm gonna watch it after this.
it's already perfect.
I want to watch it after this.
But I just wanted to let everybody know to please go watch it. If you haven't seen the show, why haven't you? Go see it. It's good.
And it's not like overrated good. It's like actually good.
No, I've seen it. Like, I've rewatched the show like 5 times. I do not get tired of that show.
Honestly, yeah, it's gonna be like my 3rd rewatch of it with Bay.
All right, cool.
Breaking Bad's good. Go watch
that's it.
Breaking Bad.
I just wanted to bring that up. All right, so we can delve deep into all this Star Wars stuff. So, yeah, I saw the new.
Is there a meth cooking game that me and Carlos can play? So we can just
Probably.
pump out references.
That one mission in Payday 2.
We gotta kill the fly, Carlos. It's contaminating everything.
It's the most important thing.
I am the one who knocks.
We're gonna die if we don't kill this fly. Totally
Hey,
not
Carlos,
symbolism.
Hey, Carlos, I built you I bought you a pizza.
Hey, you want to know something funny about who directed that episode of The Fly?
Who did?
Ryan Johnson.
Really?
I'm not kidding.
Huh. You should stick to TV, honestly.
But the new poster for episode 9 does look pretty sick.
It does look pretty sick, but I mean, I recently rewatched episode 8. And yeah, I mean, I can see a lot of things wrong with it. I still think it's okay altogether. There's some really dumb hype moments in there that I liked. That granted, in the grand scheme of things, not a lot of other people liked, so that's understandable. But we got Sidious back, and he's literally one of my favorite characters ever. Even though he's like, people are right, he is one-dimensional, right? But he's so in love with being evil. It's so good.
So I do wonder how they will tie it all up, especially because of the reception that Last Jedi got, which I did like for the most part when it first came out, but I have not seen it since, and I'm scared too. So we will see how it all ties together.
Yeah, I made the mistake of rewatching it. It's wow, you get a different perspective once it's out, and you're like, wow, ooh, whoa.
Yeah, see, I don't want to get that this far ahead of the new movie. I'd rather watch episode 8 right before this one, watch episode 9, and then see how I feel about this new trilogy altogether.
Understandable.
Hey, Coby, you want to see a cursed image?
Do I want to see a cursed image?
Yeah. I hate the fucking Unis Discord. I hate them. Oh, he left already?
Did he? Did he leave?
Yeah. Oh, I look over for 1 second, I see that, I'm like, why? It's
Had to
so
really think about coming back
bad.
there. Had to really think about coming back for a second there. Wow.
Yeah. Alright, so Disney.
Where the fuck's my key?
Michael, no, don't no, not like this. Not like this.
Alright, Disney. Oh God.
What is it? Star
Wait till
Wars,
the elevators.
yeah.
I'm going to the roof.
Honestly, who cares about episode 9 anyways? Because we got that fucking Mandalorian trailer.
That's exactly how I feel.
Jesus.
I stopped caring about. Okay, for a while, I've stopped caring about the big, like, overall picture, I guess, or like the overall, like, big overarching story
Skywalker
about
saga.
Star Wars. Yeah, I care about the in-universe shit that's happening in it, and the Mandalorians are always a cool fucking group of people.
God, it just
Because
looks so good, and
their
they've got
lore
so
is
many good people in it, and
Their
it's
lore
awesome.
is so awesome because you know the lore behind the Mandalorians, right?
Absolutely, I do.
Yeah, they're not entirely a race, but it's like a group of people, And oh, hey, Monroe, you joined at a great time.
I joined at a great time.
Anyways, Mandalorians weren't always they were like a kind of a race of people, but like that started out as like a gathering of people that like identified as the Mandalorian culture because they don't care about where you came from. They just care about how badass you are. And I always thought that was awesome.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, and like, granted, I don't know what they did with the new canon, but like, the old expanded universe, there used to be like bunch of different Mandalorians. And the Mandalorians were one of the big people who were fucking up the universe in Knights of the Old Republic, which, Carlos, I know some RPGs you don't like too much, but I would tell you to read the lore on Knights of the Old Republic.
I do know
Really
about
good.
Knights of the Old Republic.
Okay, good. Have you played the games?
I played the game. I didn't like the game too much. It was all right, but I do know about those animated shorts. Those are awesome. And I don't know a whole lot about Knights, but I do know some because of those trailers. So it's pretty. I do know a bit.
Wait, there are
Big
animated
thing
shorts
about
about Knights of the Old Republic?
No, there's animated shorts about the Old Republic for when they were coming out with the game, the MMO.
Oh,
That was kind of disappointing. Yeah.
yeah.
But anyways, yeah, no. In Knights of the Old Republic, the Mandalorians were literally one of the biggest threats to the galaxies because you know why? They were just hunting and killing. And then they were like, okay, we hunted and killed a lot. Now what? Want to hunt and kill people? Yeah, that sounds about right. And they were literally fucking up the galaxy. And then, the Jedi branched off because they were like, fuck this, we're not going to keep waiting in this peacetime. Became militarized, then they became the new Sith for a little bit, all that good stuff.
I do hope they delve into some of that into the show because it'd be pretty cool to see.
No, yeah, they delved it into the Clone Wars, which is rad.
We're getting a final season of that as well. That's awesome.
Yes, we are. The Black Saber was hinted to be from the Old Republic era, so that's kind of awesome. What's the other thing I was gonna say? Yeah. If we want to talk about have you seen the Mandalorian trailer, Michael?
Yeah, I watched it with you guys.
Oh yeah, you did. How do you feel
what
about
trailer
it?
are you talking about?
The Mandalorian, the trailer that came out for it.
Hold on, what the fuck is that?
Yeah, I
Also,
thought the trailer was pretty good. It was interesting.
Okay, I'm looking at
Hey,
it.
can we talk about how that man used an actual stage fatality on an alien?
Oh god, yeah.
That was rough.
That was rough, but it was
Also
cool.
the Matrix robot.
Tying it in with our Breaking Bad talk, my man, the actor of Gus Fring, is in this show. I'm so stoked about that.
Yep. I think he's going to be one of the Mandalorians, actually.
No, it looked like he had Imperial armor on.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, well, then this is supposed to be after Return of the Jedi.
Yeah, it's supposed to be after 6, but I think still before Force Awakens.
Yeah, it's only like 5 years after 6.
The actor who played Gus. Oh, that's a hard name to pronounce.
Yeah, that's why I couldn't remember it off the top of my head. But him, he's a very good actor.
He's a very good actor. That's also a very French and Hispanic name. That's
Even
I
for
can
me,
pronounce the last one.
It's a little Hispanic. Like, oh, I can't say it off the top of my head.
And he was born in Copenhagen. Okay, this dude's rad. This dude is a Mandalorian. What are you talking about?
And
I'm not talking about the show. I'm talking about IRL because I was reading his bio a little bit, and I'm like, this sounds hella like a bounty hunter.
And they got Pedro Pascal to be the main guy, and that'll be really cool.
It'd be rad if they have the balls not to ever show his face.
See, I don't want them to do that because he's such a good actor that I want to see him interact like that. I get why that would be cool, and I'd be cool with it if it was any other actor. But the fact that it's Pedro Pascal, I'm like, nah, I gotta see his face. I gotta get my Hispanic representation. All right, let me.
You already got your Hispanic representation. I mean, what should we call it? Narcos is doing pretty well.
Talking about Star Wars.
Hey, we finally got Asians in there, so I'll give you that.
So
Get the one.
I watched the trailer. Is this just a random Mandalorian? It's not Boba Fett.
No,
Random
this is-
Mandalorian.
This
Yeah,
is
it's-
after
it's not Boba
6.
Yeah, after episode 6.
I don't trust Disney to make it good, but the
Understandable.
material's there.
And they have a good director.
I mean, that's true. Like, if
Like-
we'll just see how good it is with the writing. I do have hopes for it. I hope
mean,
it's
this
good.
is just this just immediately strikes me as the kind of thing that would be so much better as a series, not a single movie.
It's
not a
series.
movie. It's a series.
It's a
It is-
series.
oh fuck! I'm
Yeah, it's a
stupid.
series on Disney Plus.
Fucking god.
Yeah, that's the other thing though. I was like, I have to get fucking Disney Plus now. Fuck. I fucking liked it when everything was on Netflix. Like, geez, they had a good deal for a while.
Yeah, but then Netflix started ruining everything.
I mean, hey,
I'm glad Daredevil
Note
got
was
its.
great.
I'm glad Daredevil got its good finale.
That's true.
That was good. That was good.
I've not seen past I think season 2. yeah,
If you got done with the Punisher stuff in season 2, just go to season 3.
Yeah, but
Honestly.
the Mandalorian, I mean, it's all there to make something good. You can have a team of bounty hunters with their own motivations.
I don't think it's
have,
even a team. I think it's just them following different people.
I believe the main director is the guy from the first Iron Man. I believe he's overseeing everything.
That's something. But
Good, because the first Iron Man is kind of considered the best.
But you can you could make if you're ever going to have in live action a character that's almost like Goblin Slayer, I think this Mandalorian would be it. You could make him near silent or completely silent.
Yeah.
But
also, Carl, sorry, Monroe, but Dave Filoni's going to be one of the people working on it as a director.
Oh yeah.
You know, Clone Wars, Dave Filoni.
I didn't know that
Yeah.
as well. That's pretty. Yeah. So it definitely has
hopeful.
potential.
Yeah, that's hopeful. And what they need to know is since it's people I understand a lot of the time Star Wars does appeal to kids, but people don't know there's also a big fan base. Mostly of the fan base is mostly adults. So if you put more adult cool things in it, a lot more people would be watching it, of course.
I think that's what they're gonna
movies,
go for. I think they're gonna make more Disney Plus series for adults and just let the big movies be for children.
Yeah, because the mainline series, of the movies and stuff, that can be trying to appeal to everybody, right? That can be fine. Granted, Empire is still my favorite of the movies because it's dark and depressing, but still just really good thematically. But yeah, just for the TV shows that are really I literally just want this to be Cowboy Bebop but Star Wars. Probably more brutal though. It's probably going to be more brutal. The soundtrack's probably not going to be as good.
They will be wasting their potential a lot if they don't have at least one assassin droid. It doesn't have to be an IG-88, but something.
Oh, they already have an assassin droid in the trailer.
It's in the trailer.
I
Did
saw.
you not watch all?
No, I saw that. I just wasn't sure if it would be an established character or not.
Oh,
we just call
okay.
him-
Now I
yeah.
see what you mean. That could
we
be
call
pretty
him-
cool.
Can we call him John Wick 9000? Because that's what it's looking like. JW 9000.
I know we'll never get another HK from KOTOR 2, but
We will never get another HK. Damn, I love HK.
HK is pretty good. Basically,
And he's named after an actual gun company. That's what I love the
Yes.
most. Did you not know that?
no, I knew HK.
Yeah.
But I think the strength of the series will kind of ride on how well they use the Star Wars universe, because you're supposed to use the world to explore different ideas, because that's what Clone Wars did.
Hey, remember that
And-
episode of the Clone Wars when they're in Vietnam? Actually.
I don't. Was that following the troop? The clone troop?
No, that was the one with the Jedi General that turned. That was going to betray
okay.
them.
Yeah, now I know what you're
Yeah, when
talking
they're
about.
on that one planet where it was literally dark and jungle
I remember that.
and fighting guerrilla warfare.
Yeah, I remember that.
Well, on the topic of the Clone Wars, it's coming back in February 2020.
Nice.
Super happy.
Okay.
Again, Disney Plus, but it's good that they're getting another season and will probably resolve some of the open plots that got left after I guess it got technically canceled.
I think Clone Wars originally was canceled.
And then it was brought back for that one weird season on Netflix. And then they're like, fuck you, we're going to make another season. Not on Netflix.
I didn't know they had an extra like Netflix season.
Yeah, it was like a weird conglomeration of episodes. Some of them
It
tied
was
into
like
each
it was
other.
called like Lost Episodes or something. It wasn't an actual season.
They had one really good episode on there about Fives finding the chip that was causing Order 66 to happen. And, you know, the whole thing of like, hey, isn't the Republic kind of using child soldiers when you think about it? And or if not child soldiers, at least slave soldiers. Because I keep forgetting they're not even considered citizens.
Hey,
But,
you know.
but are they technically people because they're manufactured?
Yeah, God, that's a lot of
See, that's the Blade Runner question right there.
Yeah, true.
They just have to make
Man, I'm
sure
excited for the
that-
Mandalorian.
They just have to make sure that all the moral ambiguity parts of the universe are just ignored in the movies, and no one working on the movies ever tries to touch them.
Hey, if we're so good about the Republic and stuff, why aren't we stopping slavery?
Shh. Look, we're the heroes. That's why we're going to release these space horses and ride away on them. Goodbye, child slaves.
I was
okay.
referring to the Phantom Menace, but I completely forgot it happened in that too.
No.
Oh my god. Oh. They're
Goodbye,
children.
child slaves. I'll give you this little iron trinket to remember us by.
It helps build character, slavery.
Oh my goodness. It's
Hey, we got a
okay.
podcast. We got a podcast title, okay?
Oh my God.
What's the exact word? Yeah, it's sort of spaced out.
Oh god damn it, really? We were having
Yeah.
a great conversation.
No, I know. I
Yeah,
was just
it
looking
was,
at Motoko and then I just lost train of thought.
It builds character, slavery.
Okay, so yeah, it's pretty good.
Oh, goodness.
What is everyone else's thoughts on the Mandalorian? I know I just heard Carlos and Monroe's. What are you, Cable or Michael?
I mean, it looks interesting, and I think they can work with it because there's a big enough time gap between episodes 6 and 7 that they can kind of do anything, and it shouldn't affect any of the story going into 7, especially if it's only 5 years after.
I think my favorite part of the kind of hinted lore about I hate the First Order. Can I just be honest? I just don't like them.
What do you mean it's great?
I think it's just a rehash of the Empire.
No.
They could have just been
Really? Is that what? Are you sure? Is that what
Yeah.
it is?
They're totally different. One was space Nazis, and the other is space Nazis, except they have infinite funding.
No, it's space Nazis, but the swastikas are flipped around to the other side.
It's space Nazis, but they like the color red a little more than black this time.
It's space. Hey, are we? Can you imagine if there was like a fucking stormtrooper that went over to the First Order and he's there with like, no, he's talking like he's remembering. Hey, he's like, hey Jim, yeah, you were there as the part of the number stormtrooper corps of the Empire, right? Yeah, were we space Nazis? I mean, I don't know, Jim. We didn't salute or anything. Comes like episode 7 where they actually just salute, and it's like, huh. I guess we are the baddies.
What are you talking about?
Oh, time to go shoot these
What
children.
are you talking about, fellow stormtrooper? I don't think we are Nazis.
Now let me go get my
let's blow up all
flamethrower.
these planets at once.
Whatever do you mean?
Let's
We are
laser
not
nuke
committing-
a fucking solar system.
Why? And to show power, I guess.
Hey, how do we get all the money for that? Don't ask questions.
Why are we
Hey, who's
specifically targeting space Poland?
Hey, who's Snoke? Who cares?
I mean, Hugh Hefner.
Why was it confirmed that one of the planets blown up was Naboo?
Oh, big F.
It's
That
confirmed,
planet seemed nice.
It's confirmed that I think it's confirmed with like whatever extra material, whatever, that the Star Destroyer blew up both Coruscant and Naboo, among other planets.
Did they blow up Coruscant?
I thought it was confirmed.
I don't know. I don't care at this point, honestly.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Like, I'm sorry.
Kinda...
I was happy Star Wars was back, but at the same time, I was like, I think I was okay with TV shows.
I mean, yeah, because it's...
And now they're probably gonna fuck up the old Republic. Oh man,
maybe they don't have to squeeze things into a movie. They have more wiggle room.
I just want like my Jedis that weren't all about like philosophical dumb bullshit and bullshit like peace to be wearing their battle armor and storming the fucking field with their troops. Because still, like I said, as disappointed as I was in the old Republic MMO, those cinematics were hype.
They were pretty fucking hype.
They were pretty.
I remember seeing those. I
remember seeing. You remember when they were fucking storming the Jedi Temple and there were a bunch of Jedi and Sith? And the coolest part was they didn't start with force powers. They just charged at each other like it was a medieval fucking battle or some shit. That was rad. That'll never not be rad.
Okay, how long are we going to talk about Star Wars for? I don't think I can keep my Last Jedi hatred at bay.
Oh, we already talked about that. It's fine. Now that you're here, what did you do with your week, Monroe?
Oh, okay.
You joined late, so
look at that cat. I'm sorry, I'm scrolling through the chat. What I did with my week. Well, I quit my job because I can't handle working and school at the same time.
Understandable. Have a nice day.
I can't handle much, I guess. Aside from that, not much. I just started, after probably 5 days, started drawing on my digital tablet again. I don't know why I felt some weird anxiety about it. I didn't do much in my week.
I kind of forgot about this too, so I'm going to ask you. Did you ever keep working on the RE6 thumbnail?
No.
Understandable. Have a nice day.
I can start working on it now, though, because I'm actually on my drawing tablet. Oh, wait, I remember something that's changed since last time. I have watched a lot of Attack on Titan.
Mm-hmm.
I have not finished it. I don't even know what season it was. The big weird centipede, massive Titan. I watched to the end of that, and Historia is queen.
That was season 3, part 1.
Okay, so I finished that.
How are your thoughts?
What? Like, okay, wait. First off, the technical nitty gritty stuff. What the fuck did Aaron like drink? Did he drink like an armor potion or something?
Yep.
That's stupid. What the fuck?
Spoilers for Attack on Titan. No, you'll see why.
Yeah, spoilers. No, it's fucking no. You gonna tell me this fucking goddamn?
I can't tell you now.
Okay. Does the Outer Civilization? Does it have like fucking a Titan Dollar General where you can buy your fucking armor potion?
I don't want to fully spoil it, but I'm gonna give you one big hint, and it'll explain how shit happened. It's going to be one word, and you're gonna be very confused how it connects. Mm-hmm. 4 words, I guess.
Okay. Oh, you're just gonna text him?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck! I'm sorry, I started playing metal music by accident because I misclicked. I mean, yeah, sure.
Mm-hmm. It will
probably.
Oh, makes sense. Remember when I said that Titans, they have some that are specialized and some that are literally jack of all trades, Annie being one of them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, I'm not worried about it not making sense in the end, okay?
It just speeds up the process.
Kingdom Hearts makes sense in the end.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it
Don't lie to
does.
yourself. Don't lie to yourself.
No, it does make literal sense. The progression of events have a logical flow. It's just convoluted.
Okay. Well, what are your thoughts on it so far? Not Kingdom Hearts. God, no. Talk about Attack on Titan.
I mean, I guess I'm kind of liking where it's decided where the tone was with season 3. For the most part. Aside from that,
Historia Best Girl.
The story of Best Girl. You think Historia's Best Girl?
No, but I think she's pretty awesome after what happens in that catacomb.
Man. The fucking Titan crystal catacomb, fucking made out of Titan crystals. It's all my opinions are going to be contingent on actually seeing the end.
Yep.
Does the anime end where the manga ends, or does the manga go past it?
The manga's still going. They're gonna have a final 4th season.
Okay. Okay then. All I'm saying, The Promised Neverland has a way cooler world.
I need to get into that.
I'd recommend it. That's anime I would strongly recommend reading the manga after the anime run is over.
Understandable.
The anime does a really good job of getting you into it. But yeah, that's my week, I guess.
All right, now we can go back to talking about Star Wars.
All right.
No, not All Star. I mean,
so
we talked about this for a little bit. I want to hear Carlos's opinions on this too, and I guess everyone else in here. I mean, Michael, you're not too big of a Star Wars fan, are you?
Not really, no.
Okay. I mean, I still would like to hear your opinion on this. How do you feel about The Rise of Skywalker now that it's kind of coming close to release date?
I'll watch it.
I'll watch it.
You know, we'll see. This is the thing for me. I never want any movie to be bad, so I hope it's good. But am I necessarily excited for it? No.
Well, then every now and then
I want it to be bad. I want every movie to be bad. I want millions and millions of dollars to continually be poured into terrible movies.
Oh, so you also like the video game movie franchises?
Yes. All right, look. If there's anyone that needs to come out of retirement, it's Uwe Boll.
I knew you were going to say Uwe Boll. God damn it.
He's a fucking legend.
He's also a fucking madman.
Look. He says, look, these critics aren't even watching my movies before they say they suck. You know what? I'll fly you out here. Let's fucking box.
It's not even a good boxer.
No, he's not. He just beat people that had no experience that he tricked into saying he'd teach. I'm not saying I condone his actions.
But you can respect the thuggery.
I can respect the dedication and the amount.
You can respect the hustle.
But what's it called? The last Star Wars?
The Rise of Skywalker, some shit.
Yeah, the Rise of Star Walkers. So fucking, it'll be bad. It'll be bad.
I think the best part is going to be Palpatine. And I hope he just Palpatines it the fuck up. Like, I want them to hand, like, Ian.
You want, like, episode 3 levels of Palpatine?
No, I want more. I want them to hand the script to Ian, and it just says, go crazy.
Remake the Coruscant Senate just so he can destroy it again.
I am the Senate.
But like
Anakin, good. Now kill him.
Oh my god. I just thought of something. I don't even want to say it.
No, say it.
So what if the scene opens up and you see the heroes. They're on their fucking escape ship. They're on the Millennium Falcon. They've been to the last movie. You see Rey and Finn and Rose and Poe and Leia. And Leia, for some reason, looks like a very, very old man in drag.
God.
Suspiciously. But
Oh
I
my God!
wonder how she could use her force powers to get back in the ship.
I see where you're going with this. I see where you're going with this. And I'm going to stop you right there. I see where you're going with this. I'm going to stop before you ruin your own credibility.
Look, that's the one thing. That's the one thing I don't think they'll know how to do. Handling Leia.
No, I mean the best thing you could do is do a time skip and says she died off screen or some shit like
she's
that.
gonna show up, so they're not gonna do that.
Yeah.
Grand Moff Tarkin.
Which kind of sucks, but rest in peace, Carrie Fisher.
Yeah.
I hope they don't ruin your character anymore.
It's all right. Modern CG's great.
Creepily great, honestly.
Got a Grand Moff Tarkin that shit. Yeah. I'm struggling.
On that topic, how do you feel about that? Like just bringing dead actors back to life for a role.
It's creepy.
It is, but I feel like if you can do it in a well enough way where you can honor the actors still, it will be fine, but it's still creepy.
I think the actor should have a say. If the actor is okay with it, then fine. But some that have been dead for a while who have not had any said, it's probably not great to do that.
Yeah.
But there's probably some actors that don't care, and if they want to make money off of it, then that's fine.
If it's used exclusively for if you're filming a film series or anything, and someone passes away during it, then no, it's still weirder to me than any other alternative. Even if you have to do massive rewrites for something, that's still less weird than making a CG
was
character.
Philip Seymour Hoffman in Mockingjay? I think after his death, he just wasn't in. He wasn't in any other Hunger Games.
I think I freaking know.
I think he was at
Hunger Games movies.
Yeah, he was. He was one of the few good things about it.
Who did he play?
He was the drunk mentor of the Katniss and PETA.
Oh.
Okay, gotcha.
No, he wasn't.
Oh,
no,
was
he
it?
wasn't. That was Woody Harrelson.
I don't fucking know people.
Hold on, what's his name again?
Philip Seymour Hoffman.
I only ever saw the first one and decided why would I watch the rest of these.
Yeah, the first one wasn't even as good as I thought it was going to be. It was already, of course, they fucking made it PG-13 because only tweens were gonna watch. I was like, I came to watch kids kill each other, but I guess I came to the wrong movie.
Okay, so
I'll go watch Battle Royale for that.
Here's Plutarch. Here's Plutarch Heavensby.
The fuck is that?
He was one of the game directors that was posing as a game director.
Yeah, he was one of the game directors that was turned hero. Yeah, he was the best gamer, honestly.
Yeah. Respected women, too.
He did. These people were playing checkers, but he was playing chess.
Rest in peace, Philip Seymour Hoffman. But yeah, I think after his small appearance in Mockingjay, they just didn't do anything with his character after that, even though his character is still in the books in that part of the in that section of the books they wrote around that. So I guess it depends. And then sometimes it does just straight up suck when it happens, and you can, and like I said, a tragedy always strikes when you least expect it, which also kind of sucks. But how would you feel if you heard I am drawing a blank here. Hold up.
Smooth.
Yeah, I know, right? How would you feel if in The Dark Knight, towards the end, you heard that Heath Ledger was CGI'd in? Granted, even
weird.
apparently, even though
how far into the end?
Okay, so I guess this changes with okayness with how far. If he was CGI'd 75% of the movie, you wouldn't be okay with that, would you?
Be less okay.
If
Like he was only there for the beginning, and then since he died, they just went ahead and CGI'd his likeliness for the rest of the 75% of the movie. That'd be uncomfortable.
what's 75% through the target? I'm trying to put it into perspective. What's like
literally after
75%
Hong
through?
Kong, after Hong Kong, like the rest is just CGI Joker. How would you feel about that? Wouldn't be the same, right? Would not be the same. They wouldn't have gotten his likeliness, couldn't have gotten, his amazing acting in the same way.
I mean, yeah.
And like granted, I really like Rogue One. Like Rogue One is like, for me, opinionally, like I like it. Like it's probably my second favorite Star Wars movie.
I like watching the third act. Like I'll kind of like be on my phone for the first two acts, but I will watch the third act.
I only like the first two acts because of the world building and the costume design. But I don't like what was happening.
Act, so I'll watch it. But yeah, it's the third act that makes that movie.
Yeah, like what was happening in that world building stuff. You're like, I don't care. But then like, third act happens. You're like, oh shit, this is good.
I'm just.
So like, Grand Moff just being in there also freaked me the fuck out because granted they did a good job for what it was, but like you could tell like you're not real and that messes with you, and that's all like the uncanny valley and all that good shit. But like it's a weird topic in general.
I think with a situation like Rogue One, it's like you could have easily written that movie in a different way. You did not need Tarkin.
No, I think they wanted Tarkin. They wanted Tarkin for "You may fire when ready." Granted, like, I would have been just okay with them using, like, how you first see him with him just talking into, like, reflecting off of the glass, right?
Yeah, something like that's fine. Like, get another actor. He's sitting in a chair. We don't see his face, but we hear his voice. Like, that would have been enough. Like, oh, we get that it's supposed to be Tarkin.
Yeah. I think I thought of something. I think it's fine with me if it's not a CG model made in the likeness of the deceased actor, because like, so say with Grand Moff Tarkin, if they just got someone that kind of looked like him just to play it in Rogue One, like I'd be fine with that. So if they for some reason made a CG Grand Moff Tarkin and didn't make him look like the original actor, I would be fine on that, like on the same level. I think it's just making a model of a dead person.
You guys are not allowed to CGI. You guys are not allowed to CGI me and the rest of the LPs.
I don't think.
This is me saying you do not have permission.
All right, so okay, but we're gonna cut that, right?
Yeah.
I would like to say the same thing. You can't CGI me when I yeet myself off this fucking roof.
Oh, Michael, for you we have the skeleton ready.
Yeah, we do have the skeleton
that is true.
ready.
Yeah, where should you get the afro wig?
No, we're too broke for that. We'll just have him stand behind the skeleton. No, but like, yeah, it's weird, granted, and it's just like sometimes you just have to respect that they're like in some cases, I can only really put this in perspective of like voice acting, Mako. If anyone know who the voice actor Mako is, he was the voice behind Uncle Iroh and Aku and Avatar: The Last Airbender. And when he died, of course, Samurai Jack also had to end. But the person who I wouldn't say replaced Mako, but became the new Uncle Iroh, was able to, not only honor his honor his voice acting by being able to closely replicate his voice acting ability, but also honor like the mannerisms that came with it, with playing Aku and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's just it. Like, okay, it's easier with like to describe with voice acting because you are so much more closely playing a character that is detached from you when you're voice acting. The only weird part about CGing someone is literally making it in their likeness, not the character's likeness.
Yeah, and that's when it gets weird. Can you imagine if Cable just dropped dead and I had to CGI him and then imitate his voice to play RE6? I would lose my fucking mind
Can't
because
imitate
I'm
his
playing
voice.
RE6.
God.
How do you imitate Cable's voice? Cable, say something.
Ah!
All right.
That's good enough. We can work with that.
Yeah, you just have to make random noises and just have really long periods of silence. Every now and then throw in a mumble, make the mic cut out. Say cat, and you're pretty much good.
All right, I'm gonna. Hey, I can't do it. I can't mimic voices.
I can't mimic voices either. I can only mimic voices that are obvious through voice acting.
Oh my god.
And Emperor Palpatine. I'm really proud of my Emperor Palpatine impression. Hello, my little green friend. Oh man, I can't wait.
I think we're done with Star Wars.
Yeah.
I'm only gonna be there for the meme. That's it.
We saw more Disney stuff though, like in just this one article.
Yeah. What's the next Disney thing? Cable, go ahead.
Marvel, baby. Not Marvel vs. Capcom. That won't happen.
No, that won't happen at all.
Not anytime soon. Yeah. All right, but Marvel, at the D23 thing had a few new things. They announced a She-Hulk, Moon Knight, and Miss Marvel series for Disney Plus, on top of all the other things that they're doing.
Someone was like, "Why do you like She-Hulk so much?"
Moon Knight's power.
Moon Knight doesn't have a power. He's just crazy.
He's basically just Batman, but actually insane.
All right.
He's not even Batman. He's not rich, actually. That's funny.
I think
No, but I mean Batman in
he's
terms of
connected
fighting.
to he's connected to some like Egyptian magic stuff. I know that.
All right,
He's
so
got some power, I think.
Yeah,
It's not- no, he
he's
doesn't have
connected to
power.
like Egyptian stuff.
That's the crazy thing. He is connected, but he doesn't have power. If I can explain in the funniest way, this is how it's going to be. Moon Knight was a mercenary that died in the desert due to some job, right? And he died in Egypt, or obviously around that area. And he happened to be near the statue of Khushu, the god of the moon. And so in his Khushu, quote unquote, revived him, right? Even though he was supposed to be dead, and he became the new guardian of the moon, or the Moon Knight for Khushu. But the whole thing revolving around Moon Knight is we don't know if that actually happened or he just hallucinated in the fucking desert. Because he was a mercenary. Granted, he was also really mentally unstable. Not like psychotic or anything, even though he has violent tendencies. Like, he's a good person underneath all of it. But the dude's crazy, actually. And granted, it is Marvel, so a lot of shit could just be real. So it's all the big thing about his character has always been it's the balance between we don't know if of everything he's seeing and hearing is real or if he's just crazy. However, now that Moon Knight's that's going to be a TV series, which it better be as dark as Daredevil because that would not be doing the character justice.
No, he cuts one of his main
I mean?
villains' faces off.
And that gets him more crazy. Also, he had one of the best redesigns in 2014 until they brought it back. Let me see. Now, hopefully, that Moon Knight's going to be a TV series. I hope we get this line. I hope we finally get this line.
And then Miss Marvel will, of course, be the Kamala Khan version, not the older one. I can't remember that character's name.
Coby, they are making blades, so it's entirely a possibility.
I know you're here, Dracula, you big fucking nerd. Where's my goddamn money? God, I love Moon Knight because he's crazy and depressed, and I relate to that a lot.
They're saying.
And,
oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Go. Oh, no, you go ahead.
Go.
No, you go.
Just someone go.
Okay, fine. Christ, God damn it. All right. So a bunch of voice actors from the MCU stuff, minor ones will come back for the Disney Plus shows, Jimmy Woo from Ant-Man the Wasp. The Shield guy will come back. Someone from the Thor movie. Honestly, don't remember her. I'm not gonna lie.
Valkyrie.
No, not even.
Oh.
From the first,
because
the first two movies.
Was
Jane.
it Natalie Portman?
Is it Natalie Portman?
No, it's
Jane.
Natalie Portman's assistant.
Oh,
Wow, I don't care.
So,
Yeah.
Oh.
the deep.
Oh yeah,
Marvel
that's a
lore.
character.
Yeah. And then Sharon Carter is going to be back in the Falcon and Winter Soldier. You know, the one Steve was like, that's not Peggy, but I can work with this. And then they showed a first look clip of the What If, and the showcase episodes featured Zombie Captain America,
Nice.
Oh yeah.
Peggy Carter as Captain Britain, Black Star-Lord, like just literally Star Wars is a black man.
Oh, I thought it was a special.
No.
I
No.
thought it was like Black Star. I wonder what happened.
You know what's my
there.
favorite thing that's happened? I'm glad Infinity War happened because that was ballsy to do, and also I'm glad Endgame happened because you know what this means, Carlos? This means all the weird shit in Marvel's coming out now, and
Oh,
people
yeah.
are gonna be fine with it.
That's what they're.
We
prepping
literally
for.
got a whole audience to be okay with time travel and feel like they deserved it. You know what I mean?
For that conversation,
Yeah.
go to last week's podcast.
No, don't. It's a mistake. Anyways,
And then the last thing they showcased was Iron Man as a giant mech piloted by a skinny Steve Rogers.
that's awesome.
That could be really cool.
Yeah. However, they haven't really specified if Chris Evans is going to come back as like a voice actor for Steve Rogers in these things. It's the What If is going to be animated, but it's very likely. Don't know though.
Mm.
So we'll just have to
Can I-
see.
Can I gush about Moon Knight for a second?
Sure. I mean, that was the Marvel
it's really
stuff.
funny that
Actually, it's not. There's one more thing.
it's really great that he's crazy and he owns up to being crazy too. He's more of he is a vigilante, Carlos. Like straight up, like he is. Like he every now and then he does stuff for like the world and stuff like that. But he in the same sense that Daredevil does. You know what I mean? He's a lot better for like threats, like everyday threats, not like world-ending threats. Also, he has one of the best redesigns ever that they rolled back on, and I don't know why.
Oh, you mean like the suit?
The suit is rad.
See,
Yes.
I don't like it. I don't like the suit. I like his old fashioned. I like the cape.
You
of it,
don't
but
like the suit. The
I don't
suit's
like
so
the suit.
rad. Those.
Nah, he needs that like mixture of black and white. I don't like the all white.
Okay, so what if they made a black and white suit?
See, now if they could redesign that, maybe I could be interested.
The all white suit, that's understandable, but I like the reasoning of him wearing all white so people can see him coming.
I like the idea of it. It's just like it needs some black in there.
Honestly, the jacket can be black.
Yeah, that could work.
The jacket, the tie, maybe the pants. The vest can stay white.
Talking about fucking Moon Knight's costume design.
You were gonna say
Moon Knight
Speak.
had a
I
rad
heard it.
costume redesign.
Shut up.
Look at that, Monroe. Granted, the one on the right's also awesome, but I just something about the suit just makes me go, "Yep, I enjoy this."
Podcast.
Something about instead of like dressing up like in like I guess like superhero battle gear and shit like that, it's like no, I'm coming in the suit, but I beat your ass and I'm better look fresh doing it.
Oh my god.
I mean, Keanu Reeves is getting in a role soon, so I mean, he could be a
I
good
hope
Moon Knight.
it's Moon Knight. I hope it's no. That would be rad because he's already used to fighting in suits.
Yeah.
Just make the jacket black and it'll be perfect. I feel.
Well, realistically, they'd probably go with the original Moon Knight design. They
Yeah.
probably wouldn't use the suit. They could use the suit maybe for a few episodes if they were, depending on what.
That's
exactly
probably what
they're
they'll
gonna
do. They'll be like, oh,
but it's
you'll
probably
use that for a
it's
while.
probably mostly going to be the suit and cape.
Which is why, like, the big thing is, okay, so now we're back on Marvel, right? So rest in peace, Daredevil series. But Carlos, what do you like more, OG Daredevil costume or the suit?
What do you mean, like the full black suit or the red and black suit?
No, I'm talking about in the TV show. In the TV show, when he had like the fucking bandana and the black long sleeve shirt and the hair,
Yeah, that's
and
that's
like
the black suit. Yeah.
the black suit versus the red suit. What do you like more?
Okay, story wise, I like the black suit more, but that does not mean I don't like the red suit. I think it looks really
red-
good.
The red suit has a rad design. I don't know why people don't like it. They say it looks too much like Batman. I'm like, no, Doesn't really.
But story-wise,
It- it-
especially for season 3, the like full black suit is perfect.
Yep, it's amazing. What about you, Cable?
Huh?
Oh, God damn. Never mind.
I'm just
I'm
scrolling
not.
up and
I'm
all
not
this
trying to do it. It's like I start like I'm listening. I look at some of the article and then my mind shuts off for some reason.
The anxiety doesn't care.
stuff. Okay, so I've just been scrolling up a lot. Where are we in all this stuff?
We're on not the very first 2 articles, the third one, which is kind of the all overview, because we didn't really put these in
Okay.
order. So we have to go back
No.
up to the first article at some point. We need to talk about the second at some point. We already talked about the fourth one. And then
Nah,
that
don't worry
should
about
be it.
Who needs structure?
Okay, but
So She-Hulk's getting a TV series.
yep. That'll be
What
fun.
the heck is She-Hulk's lore even?
She got a blood
Banner.
transfusion from Bruce Banner. And yeah.
She's a
Isn't
lawyer.
she a lawyer?
Yep.
Yeah.
Sometimes
She's also hot.
an office worker. Just kind of depends.
Does she like?
I like the.
Does she have like what's it called? Scientist Hulk?
No,
Is
she's
she-
she's still a regular person. She's not. She is intelligent, but I wouldn't say as intelligent as Bruce Banner, because she was not a scientist. She's a
So
lawyer.
Well, it's
Okay,
different
so she
intelligence. Like,
Yeah,
it's
but
different.
she can control the Hulk in her, essentially.
Okay, that's what I mean.
Yeah,
So she's
Yeah.
like
she has full control over it. Unless they do the stupid thing recently where she doesn't, which would suck.
I hope not.
So I'm just looking. Is this the real Rise of Skywalker's like poster?
Yep.
thing?
Oh wow.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
so insanely funny.
Well, hey, they won't have to edit Finn out for the Chinese version.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I made that joke.
Yeah. Well, not for this poster.
Yeah. People
They
are
just-
like, man, why do you wait? Hold up. I need to find the GIF. Keep talking.
They just put Finn's face in the bottom right-hand corner with a red X over it in the Chinese poster.
They replace them with an actual panda. If you know anything about Chinese censorship, that's too
no.
real.
They will use this poster to replace. They'll replace the floating ghost face. I won't say who, even though everyone knows who it is. They'll replace that with Finn to show that he's the evil one.
Coby, what are you talking about? Hong Kong is not falling apart.
Oh, shout outs to like anyone listening to this
That-
from Hong Kong.
that
Keep
just-
fighting that good fight.
Did I just blank out again? What the fuck?
Yeah, I think you did.
Tiananmen 2, don't talk about it, boo.
Oh. No, we're talking about it. Fuck it. But
That might need to be a contender for the
Blitz
title.
Tank Square.
God, God, I would say that's the title, but not that many people would get it.
Oh, I can post that picture.
Fucking but yeah, this poster is insanely funny.
Yeah.
He's just there. They just put his face on like 10% opacity in the back.
That picture of what I just posted is whatever someone asked me, why do you like She-Hulk? That GIF explains every reason why I like She-Hulk.
Got it.
I agree with this.
You're all weird.
It's hot.
Weird. You're like
Anyways,
plague of gripes weird.
isn't it confirmed? Oh well, WandaVision also is coming. We already knew that.
Yeah.
But isn't it confirmed that Scarlet Witch is going to be in Multiverse of Madness with Doctor Strange?
I don't know.
I think so.
Oh, okay.
I hope that movie gets weird.
With a name
They played
like
it-
that, I'm gonna be pissed.
They
if
played
it's
it
not.
safe. Yeah, they played it safe with Doctor Strange. I feel like the first movie, they didn't go too hard in all the weird magic shit that he does. So I hope in this it's just unexplained. I can do this magic. I want it to be weird.
Whenever I think of Marvel magic, it just makes me wish that they had the rights to the Fantastic Four and that they'd actually do Doctor Doom correctly.
They do now.
They do now. They're waiting for that comic line to die. Apparently.
You know what they don't have anymore though?
Oh, yeah, there we go. The next bit
Oh
of
yeah,
Marvel news
that's
for
a good
this.
segue actually. So So Spider-Man has to now visit Disney on the weekends.
Okay, what the heck happened with this?
All right, so
Okay, so there's been we don't know the full story yet, but there was a dispute between Sony and Disney about their Spider-Man deal.
So what happened was the original deal was that I think Disney would get 5% of the income on the solo Spider-Man movies and keep all of the Avengers. Now, after Far From Home, they went with Sony and said we want 50% of anything Spider-Man related. Sony said no, fuck off. Disney rebutted with okay, 25 of everything, and Sony said no, fuck off, and so they didn't come to a deal.
Understandable.
Hmm.
Have a nice day.
So, okay, so wait, how does that doesn't mean like Tom Holland literally can't play Spider-Man anymore, right?
No, Tom Holland is still in contract to do 2 more Spider-Man movies, so those will still continue. There can just be no more mention of MCU anything anymore.
In the Spider-Man movies?
And Spider-Man, like 3 or 4, however many more they make, yeah, like anything MCU related, they just can't mention anymore.
Wait, why? Did Sony just like get mad and say those deals suck, now you don't get Spider-Man?
Well, yeah, because Disney was wanting more money, and Sony just didn't want to pay them.
Ugh.
Corporations are stupid.
All
it's a
right.
pretty good picture, Coby.
They are.
I don't know how I feel about it, because for one reason we got Venom, but on another one we got Spider-Verse, so I don't know how to feel about Sony.
I don't either. Mostly because on the granted, on one end, I understand why they're I can like Spider-Man is very profitable, so giving away that money is,
Spider-Man and Batman
what?
are easily the 2 characters that they don't need the rest of the universe. They have plenty
Like,
just with their own stuff.
Spider-Man
The other thing is,
the most
I'm
marketable
pretty-
Marvel hero.
People are always saying like, yeah, man, like you think back on it, it's like they want more than 5%. I'm trying to think like how much 5% would be from Spider-Man. You know what I mean? And the other bad thing is like, it kind of sucks. Like the character was made. Granted, it is owned by Marvel, but like the character is made like it symbolizes a lot of things. One of them being freedom. So, so like it kind of sucks just to see like the dispute over like this type of character. But it's complicated on like when they sold Spider-Man to Sony when Marvel was like borderline bankrupt, right? If I remember.
Do you want to
correctly.
know how much they
Yeah.
sold him for? I looked up that number recently.
How much did they sell him for?
$7 million.
Wow, they were
For the
bankrupt
rights
back
of
then.
making Spider-Man movies, they sold him for $7 million.
Sony did?
Man.
No,
No,
Marvel did to Sony.
Oh. Oh, this is way back when.
Yeah, this was when they were desperate for money.
They were like, hey, you know that hero that everyone knows and really likes? Let's sell that one.
Yeah, and during the D23 thing, Tom Holland like went out on stage and like apparently you could feel how tense it was because everyone was like, "Oh yeah, he's kind of involved in this." Whoops. And he was just like,
Whoopsie.
"Hey, it's been a crazy week, but I want to let you all know I'm grateful from the bottom of my heart, and I love you 3,000." So he's trying to.
So they told them to give everybody a non-answer.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Could have done worse with it. He could have went out and said they were just functions.
I mean, it makes sense because considering that this is his job, it makes sense that he had to give a non-answer.
I
Yeah.
know Cable and Michael appreciated that joke.
Yeah. Apparently, he revealed he went on a hike with Robert Downey after the news just to kind of cool off and talk.
Fucking Robert Downey was like, "Look, man, I understand this bullshit.
But hey, I'm
Just so
dead,
you
so
Yeah. Hey, I'll give you one big advice. What's that? Don't do drugs."
But you did drugs and became Iron Man.
well, if you do drugs, go to a
drugs.
Burger King.
Yeah.
You'll be right off. Just throw it all up out of your system.
Yep.
Ugh.
gonna be awkward. I hope they. This is gonna sound. Oh fuck it. I hope Disney goes back to the deal of 5%. Honestly, they have everyone
can
else.
they?
They are fine. I
Well,
don't know.
can they? I thought Sony like rescinded the original deal after this.
Well, we'll see. Because at the same time, Sony would also know at what certain point, right? That they're like Sony should also know at a certain point, like Spider-Man's really profitable,
Yeah.
and
yeah.
especially MCU Spider-Man.
I think Sony also recently bought Insomniac Games, which made Spider-Man 4. So they're who knows what they're planning for.
If they're not bought, they're definitely partnered.
No, news came out recently. Like they bought that studio.
No.
Like so, I'm
Yeah.
like it seems like Sony is also trying to make full-on grabs for Spider-Man, but I think Disney was also pushing it a little.
I mean, Disney was absolutely.
Yeah, Sony did buy the studio.
The room. Yeah, it's like
You good?
Nice.
Spider-Man.
How do you feel about Spider-Man having divorced parents, Michael?
That's-
I mean,
Isn't Spider-Man supposed to have dead parents?
Yes.
Yeah, that they tried to bring back in relevancy in the Amazing Spider-Man.
And
Oh, man,
some
I hate the
comic
Amazing
lines.
Spider-Man.
You were meant to be Spider-Man.
God, fucking. Right.
I made the
need to get to the
DNA with
basement,
your
Peter.
blood.
We infused the embryo with spider semen.
Injected it into Mary Jane.
Oh.
God.
Oh, that has worse implications.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Oh.
mutant spider insemination aside,
Disney stuff at D23.
I love Spider-Man, and I hate people who write Spider-Man a lot of times.
That's fair. That's like any
Who-
comic.
Did the dude who write One More Day get shot yet?
I don't know.
Jesus.
wow, quite rude.
Hey, I can tell. Yeah, I could talk about one more thing, media-wise. So, newest chapter of Berserk came out finally.
Hey.
I thought I wasn't going to care that Casca was getting better. When I read that chapter, I started crying because I was like, "Oh fuck, I still care."
That's another thing on my list. I absolutely have to read that manga.
Also, let my boy Guts be happy.
If you have
I
plenty of
want him
time
to be happy. Yeah, you had plenty of time, honestly.
Because the author's
Look.
making a new series.
Stop.
I still need to finish reading
this
Hunter
one.
x Hunter. What the fuck? I'm sorry, I just looked at the thing right right under the Vietnam Hmong doll.
The what?
I'm sorry?
The
Shout
what?
out past the MG42.
Oh, you're like way up there.
You're way up there.
Did you already cover the Evo measles thing?
Guy, that was last week.
That was last week.
Oh my god, I'm that far
You're
up.
way too
Yeah.
far up, Monroe.
I thought that's why I was
It's
fucking
almost like
confused.
Discord has dates that let you know when these things were posted.
I can't read. I
Who
don't
the
appreciate
fuck
you
needs to
discriminating
read?
against me.
Now, can you not read because of your nature or your nurture?
I can't read because Sony took away the rights to reading.
I thought you mean Disney.
All right, anyways,
Disney.
enough about Disney for a bit.
We're not gonna
Hey,
talk about the
guess who's
live
coming to
action Lady and the Tramp.
No, I
No.
don't care.
No, no,
Okay,
no.
yeah, we're done then.
It's fucking Airbud! They're just making more Airbuds. It's just fucking cute dogs doing cute things with stupid fucking CG lip flaps.
And you'll
voice
fucking
acting.
pay for it. By
No,
their
I won't.
logic.
Hold the fuck up.
By
man.
their logic.
Oh my god. If any of you disgusting cretins are going to pay for that movie, thank you. I want you to. I want millions and billions to be poured into this sludge. I need more of it to be made. I need more of it to exist.
I only watched a little bit of the live action Lion King. I mean, a little bit. I just was there just for the Circle of Life scene, and I was like, "That's all I needed," and I just left.
Well, because it's the same movie.
Yeah.
It's just with really awkward CGI.
Hold on, I have a very hot take and a very correct opinion.
Are you sure about that?
Lion King's overrated. The original. Lion King's overrated.
Honestly, yeah.
The animation's great. The actual story is not.
As a kid, it's cool.
As a kid, it's only cool because there's lions.
Yeah.
Timon and Pumbaa would have been dead. Timon and Pumbaa would have been fucking dead the moment he hit like adulthood.
Nah, what are you talking?
No, he was raised as a vegetarian, Coby, because cats are vegetarians.
That's not how that works.
I know. I can hear you from over here.
So what happened? What happened? You know, when Simba became king, did he start eating meat for the first time? Like meat that wasn't bugs?
I'm sorry, little
holy
ones.
Shit, this is rad.
Did he start eating like Pumbaa's relatives?
Probably.
And Pumbaa was like Hakuna Matata.
Yeah. Also, the Circle of Life song with the hold on, when the fucking lion, when Simba's born, a bunch of animals come and fucking bow to him, including goddamn zebras, the things that lions eat.
Also,
they know
don't
their
forget
place.
gazelles. Also, don't forget gazelles.
And gazelles.
And there were probably alligators in there too. They would have fucked those things up.
Like,
honestly,
okay,
yeah.
sure. I'm sure giraffes would come. Giraffes are hoity-toity pieces of shit. They're like, you're not gonna come at me. I'm gonna fucking kick your stomach.
And then elephants are like, what the fuck are you gonna do to me?
But the real important Disney thing is that Lizzie McGuire's coming back. So that's all we need.
Wait, actually?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's gonna be
Oh
like
my God.
30. Like it's the same actress apparently.
What the? Lizzie
What is
McGuire was never good.
I know, I just like the joke.
Like, why?
It's just
That's
for me.
weird. It's fucking weird.
That is weird. I don't know how I feel about this.
Oh, that's
In fact,
fine. Now we
everybody
get to
hates
our.
Chris instead.
Oh,
Honestly, yes. But it's about Chris
Yeah,
Rock
I'd be
in
down
modern
for
day.
that.
It's just Chris Rock in modern day. And
We
it's
need-
like understandable.
we need a fucking sitcom with Tony Hawk and no one remembering who he is.
That's just Tony Hawk's Twitter.
Yeah, but we need it animated. Like, we need visual representation.
You just need to start doing videos. Hey, you're Tony Hawk? Yeah, nice. High five.
You
To
do
be fair,
you do
Tony Hawk's the
BMX,
type of
right?
dude No, Tony Hawk's the type of dude who doesn't care.
No, I know, but I just love those stories.
It's just the thing. It's just the thing that it kind of just shocks him.
Oh my god, now I'm thinking about fucking... Oh, what's it called? The Tony Hawk skating game that everyone had for the fucking N64.
Yeah, which one?
No, I think N64. I think you're thinking about PlayStation.
No, there's one for the N64.
Are you talking about Tony
Oh,
Hawk
I only know.
Underground?
Underground, yep.
Yeah, that's not 64.
What? No, hold on. Hold on.
I can't believe you tried to
Tony
add him like
Baited.
that.
Underground.
Baited.
That's PlayStation 2. I know because I have a physical copy,
No, it wasn't.
or
This
at least
game.
had one.
No,
Yeah.
the cover looked different. It wasn't this city. I'm remembering something. Wait. No, wait.
Are
I
you
thought.
thinking Pro Skater?
Do I remember that half? No, I don't remember that half.
Are you talking about
Hold on,
American
Tony Hawk,
Wasteland?
Bro, skate American Wasteland. Hold on.
Yeah, because that was also PS2.
Hold on. No,
Hold on, Tony Hawk
I'm not
games.
crazy.
Just
There
look
was
at the
one-
list of
just-
Tony Hawk games. Jesus, Monroe.
Yeah, it was
I'm
Pro
imagining-
Skater 2. I remember because the cartridge was yellow.
Was that
Pro
on the
Skater
N64?
Yeah.
That was on the PlayStation 1.
No, Pro Skater 2 was also on the 64.
I'm just imagining Tony Hawk, like the Circle of Life song is playing, and Tony Hawk is like doing a fucking 980, fucking holding his child up in the air.
All right, now for the next longest article.
Oh my god. God.
Games.
So here I am, doing everything I can, holding on to what I am.
Facing existential dread.
What is happening? What? Huh?
Uh,
I was
what's the
watching
next long
Tony-
article?
Gamescom, which is
Gamescom.
technically still going on as of this recording, but it's pretty much over. I mean, if there's anything major, we can add it to the description or something.
Yeah. I mean, I don't really have anything to say about it other than, hey, Michael, you're excited about the 2 new Mortal Kombat releases, are you? The 2 new DLC characters announced for that battle pack.
You. Okay, who specifically are you referring to?
Oh, the Joker. The Joker and Terminator,
yeah.
obviously. Don't you know the leader of all gamers himself?
Oh yeah, the boy who looks like he just came out of a damn porno.
I take it you don't like the Joker design they went with?
I don't care for it, but I'm more focused on how he plays. So
I feel you, Michael. I wasn't a big fan of it either.
Look, the Joker
Yeah,
design looks
it's not
fine.
great.
No, it looks fine. It's not fucking Jared Leto Joker. And I get the idea that they sat down and were like, should we go with Heath Ledger Joker? And they were like,
Honestly, yes.
No, I think
They
they
can
said
go-
no. They're like, do something that is at least closer to the comic books. Like something that has been like reproduced more.
You know, I would like Heath Ledger Joker, but Mark Hamill voice. I want to
Here's
see
the
how that
thing,
goes.
I don't
think that
really
would
care
work.
for how Joker looks, but like he's not really the big thing like I'm looking for in that pack because
You're
I
looking
got
forward to
my big
Sindel?
thing. Yeah, that's really the only one I cared about. Terminator is cool though, so we got Terminator. That's pretty cool. But Sindel's
And
really
it's
the only
fucking
one I
old
care
man
about.
Arnie. Yeah, it's old man Arnie.
It's
And
not being
looks-
voiced by him though.
It's not? Huh.
No, it's
Nah,
not.
Oh, that's weird. I hear someone trying to fact check right now.
I recently
No, I'm
got
looking up Pro Skater
Terminator
2
2.
gameplay.
I recently got Terminator 2 in 4K and it looks pretty good.
Hey,
Just because that
You know,
reminded me of it.
yeah, man. Too bad they never made another Terminator after Terminator
Nope,
2.
it was just those first 2 movies. That's it.
It would have been a good series. Man, Terminator is another one of those series where I'm like, man, the first 2 movies
Oh
are
my
good. What about
God.
the rest? Don't watch the rest.
Which rest? There's only 2, and that's it.
What do you mean salvation?
There's only 3 Indiana Jones movies.
All my brains are getting ignited looking at this. He crashed through the window. All right, yeah, it was Pro Skater 2 that I played. All right, I remember the hangar.
I'm trying to.
Hey, everyone
also-
out there, get an N64 and buy Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2. Good game.
I'm trying to think. Like most of the announcements for Gamescom were just showing more gameplay of games that are already announced. That's the thing. There hasn't been like really any big announcements per se, except for Kerbal Space Program 2, which I know Space Program has like a big following. That's not my type of game, but I'm happy for you guys.
I really haven't gotten into it because it's rocket building in that game is a process.
I heard it's rocket building, and most of the joy is just trying to make the little people happy that you keep, sending to their deaths because they make you
Yeah.
feel really bad about it.
Everyone. There's special runs to make sure that Jebediah never dies. Because the first astronaut you always start with, his name is Jebediah Kerman.
There's the first astronaut you start with in the new Kerbal has the first name Elon. At least I saw one of the screenshots with the Kerbal named Elon.
But dude, I was really excited when they announced the new Cuphead at Gamescom.
Did they?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know
And
there was
Mark
a new
Hamill
Cuphead.
came out on stage and talked about how much he hates Ryan Johnson.
All right, this isn't. Wait a fucking minute.
Oh, what are you talking about?
Wait a fucking minute. Hold on a fucking second.
Mark Hamill was like, you know what, Ryan? I bet you thought the dragon fight was the hardest in the game. It's not. It's the B. I still haven't finished Cuphead. Fuck that stupid B.
Have you finished Cuphead, Carlos?
I never finished it either.
What
Understandable.
boss did you
Finished it
stop
either.
on? Was it the B?
It might have been. I haven't picked it up since when that came out. I think it was.
The B is so fucking stupid.
I remember you
What were
bought
you
it for me,
saying, Kim?
Monroe, and I've never launched it.
Mm.
Good. Don't ever launch it.
You should play Doom.
Eh.
You should play Doom Classic.
No, you should play H Doom, the hentai mod.
Dude, I'll play
What?
that.
Huh?
You don't know.
There's a hentai mod for original Doom.
Of course
H2.
there is.
Okay, what does it do?
What,
Oh,
do you think?
think?
Does it turn every monster into a
Just
really,
look it
really
up.
pixelated woman? Okay, fine. Oh god. So angry.
The sprite model is actually pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm just looking up hentai Doom. H
Yeah.
Doom. Doom Wiki. Okay,
Hey,
H Doom.
We got Piss Tekken's Death Stranding.
Oh yeah, piss tech.
What?
In Death Stranding, you can
Best
pee.
tech.
It grows mushrooms on the ground.
I don't understand what Death Stranding is anymore.
I don't think Kojima does. I think
I
he's got
mean,
to a point he's
bullshitting.
like, yeah, he's just like, I just have to keep going with it. They're eating it
It's
up.
gotta get more ridiculous.
Ooh, that image hits all the sweet spots. And
Ugh,
God,
I don't like that.
I actually
Uh,
looked up
H
H
Doom,
Doom.
it's normie shit.
Normie
They
for
showed
you.
some more demo time with Dragon Ball Kakarot. And a bit of stuff with Code Vein,
game
but still not
actually-
a lot.
So I turned around on Dragon Ball Kakarot because the first time I saw it announced, I was like, I don't care. This looks like another, Xenoverse thing, right? However, after looking over like how they're doing a lot of the like what they're doing artistically for it, it looks pretty good. Do you know what they're doing, Cable or Michael?
I
Yeah,
know
no,
we
I've seen-
I know we
I've
watched
seen a bit of it.
some stuff at the we were at school the other day.
Yeah. So what they're doing is they are taking like Carlos, you remember how like the old like beams and shit looked like on the old Dragon Ball Z anime and shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Kind of, sort of. It's kind of distinct, but like, what they're doing with it is they're kind of drawing an overlay over a lot of stuff that's happening to make it still have the feel of like the anime despite being 2D. I mean, being 3D. So like artistically, it looks pretty cool. Also, that one scene I saw of the boss fight with Cell looked pretty rad because Cell literally started doing shadow fucking multi-shadow clone jutsu.
Yep.
That was pretty rad.
Game visually looks great.
Yeah.
Not really
I never
good.
really liked those type of games, so I mean,
Yeah.
it's gonna be fun to watch Michael play.
Oh, this is. Why the hell did you tell me about fucking H Doom? Now I'm looking up their goddamn in-game fucking sprites.
Jesus Christ.
The
God.
wormhole pulls another
I
in.
was looking up H Doom stuff and I'm playing Saints Row 4.
God, understandable.
I mean, alright, it's fine.
What else? They showed some stuff with Modern Warfare and had like a 2v2 demo or something, I think, over the weekend.
Oh, Carlos, we're gonna buy Modern Warfare when it comes out, right?
I mean, I can.
Dude, I've seen the gameplay. You ready for old timey salty rage? Because that game looks like it's full of old timey salty rage. Most guns kill in like 1 or 2 shots in it, and I'm like, oh yeah, they're back to that style of balancing.
It'll
Nothing
be
is
interesting.
Nothing is broken if everything is broken. There's somewhat more of a tactical
That's-
approach to it. You remember how like you ran at like Mach speed when you sprinted in the old Call of Duties? You
Yeah.
run like a normal human being now. And it's like, because there's still team deathmatch and stuff, but there is also an emphasis on the games where you only have 1 life and shit like that. It's still great at fast pace, but you could play it at any pace you want. Also, I'm gonna get it for PC, obviously, because I feel like it's gonna be really good on PC. Because that level of being, like walking or like being at that speed, but being able to aim really fast really complements well on PC compared to console. Which is why I don't understand why people play Siege on console.
It's all about, look, if it's just about tactical placement, you don't need a mouse to aim. All you need is sledge.
Yeah. It's not just about tactical placement, though.
Does sledgehammer one shot?
Yes.
Yeah, it's a melee.
Yeah, see, that's all you need.
Yeah. Then do it.
All right.
Play Siege with us.
Let me just install Rainbow Six Siege real quick.
Do it.
Also, play me in Tekken.
I mean, I'll do that, I guess.
Anything else for Gamescom?
I mean, just companies showing off things from E3, like Square Enix showed off more of FF7 remake and the Marvel's Avengers, where they showed off that bit they showed at E3 was just the tutorial thing, and not all the missions are going to be like that. It's going to be a lot more open.
How do y'all feel about Marvel's Avengers?
I'm weirdly not excited about it.
What is Marvel's Avengers?
It kind of looks like, and I'm sure I'm wrong, it kind of looks like Ultimate Alliance, but just Avengers.
Oh,
yeah.
It's the
Honestly,
game.
But
yeah.
it's that, but with a different camera angle and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I just don't like their designs.
I think they're fixing it.
I hope
think-
so. I mean, who knows?
I mean, I don't know. I think every isometric game is garbage. Everyone who likes it's a terrible person, and I hate you all.
Understandable.
Have a nice day.
There was one game I liked that had an isometric perspective. It was Marvel Universe Online.
Close enough.
It's alright. It got ruined and then shut down.
Ultimate Alliance is only fun. We have three other friends that are fucking around in it. Those type of games I can't really see you playing by yourself. Like there's no fun in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Here's the War is fun, but once you do dumb co-op stuff, it becomes more fun.
Here's the War isn't fun. You're crazy.
It's pretty fun.
They did announce Gears 5 is going to be on Steam, so it's possible that they're going to be ditching the Windows 10 store, or at least making versions of games available on both.
Okay. I mean, I stopped caring after Gears 3. That's the big problem.
I know, but I mean, if anyone is interested in it, then they have that news.
Was there any news about? I know I'm interrupting you, but is there any news about the Master Chief Collection?
I saw a few hours ago that apparently the invitations for the pre-flights on PC were supposed to be going out. But in terms of Gamescom, don't see anything.
I am so excited for Master Chief Collection. Carlos, me and Kay will make sure we help build you a PC, and Julio. I think Julio wants to do it too. We'll help build a PC just so you can have Master Chief Collection to play with us.
Yeah, that would be really great.
Also, we'll do one for Michael too.
You don't have
Yeah, but Michael.
Well, we can get Skullgirls and KI again.
Michael's like, hold on a fucking minute. What?
Again?
Yeah.
Again?
I could pay more and support them.
I can pay an extra $1 for Skullgirls again.
God. But yeah, mostly just demos of things we already know are coming out, like Cyberpunk, Nintendo stuff like Luigi's Mansion 3. Nothing really new, or I guess massive. We got Train Sim World 2020.
Yeah.
Game of the year.
Ubisoft showed off some more Watch Dogs Legion and Ghost Recon.
Ubisoft is making another Watch Dogs?
Yeah, they announced that at E3.
Yeah.
I want to nuke Canada.
But it looks rad.
No, like, have
That'd
you
be
watched
better,
anything
yeah.
about it? It's not like the first 2 games, Monroe. I mean, the
Isn't it
hacking
in
stuff's
London?
probably it's in London.
It's in London.
Post-Brexit.
When you die, when you die, you take over someone. You take over a different person. Also, you can play as a grandma holding a desert eagle.
I did see that part.
That was rad.
Okay,
Granny's got a Glock.
Watch Dogs Legion.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like it's
Yeah.
looking pretty good. Look, it looks like they're really working on the stuff that kind of dragged the first 2 games down.
Yeah.
Shut up, IGN figurehead. Just show me a trailer.
Understandable.
I
Have a
curse
nice
your
day.
mother.
2 was okay. I played 2. It wasn't bad. It's just after one
But it
playthrough,
felt
you don't
like-
really want to replay it again.
It felt
Yeah.
too much like Saints Row to me.
That's true.
I've heard that 2 got better,
You're
but
not wrong.
I've heard that 2 got better, but it was kind of the gameplay problems were basically still the same. Where if you use all the gadgets at your disposal, the game is trivially easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
But you
I've
become a
heard that
hacker, man.
You do. I mean,
Hacker, man.
they expanded the context-sensitive, like hacky stuff you can do, which is good. But like, you know, it's like in Watch Dogs 1, where like, ooh, how do I approach the situation? Do I get an
run
automatic
up and
rifle
melee
and hold
them.
left click?
Yeah. No, I do the melee that always insta-kills anybody.
It's just even the non-lethal. You could get a fucking trank gun that's overpowered. It's just they could have made like, what if they made different enemies? What if there was like an enemy hacker man and you had to hack the bullets into his skin?
You had the hacker, man.
Yeah, like what if
That
he
just
hacked
sounds like-
into your
that-
what if he hacked into your cerebral cortex and you had to do a psychic mind battle?
Now, if you want a game like that, Monroe, we get all of that. Play Nier Automata.
It's a bad
Am I
game.
wrong, Cable? No, it's not.
Nier sucks, and Cable agrees with me.
I hear the silent anger. Yes, I said that correctly.
How do I?
Honestly, though,
I think he's just blanking out again, honestly. Oh,
No, I
fair
was
enough.
trying to find something.
oh yeah, you just kicked him out. He's back.
rude. I'll
No,
play
but-
Nier eventually.
Yeah, that's the thing I'm
Yeah, at
more
least-
mad about. At least play it, and if you honestly don't like it, that's fine.
Look, Uwe Boll.
I'm
I'll
sorry,
call it
what'd you
shit
call
and
me?
I'll never touch it.
Oh,
I think you're a bald German man. Is he German? He is, right?
No. Uwe Boll. Spelled his name wrong. Oh no, he's German.
I knew it.
He should have stayed running that restaurant.
Yeah, he apparently it's like one of the best restaurants in the world.
Yeah, exactly. Just stay there, man.
I mean, he probably will. He's retired from making movies. Watch Dogs, okay. Maybe Watch Dogs Legion will be good. But I am a terrible person, so I hope everything is bad.
understand.
Have a nice day. I think that's all we covered, right?
Yeah, that's pretty
Yeah,
much
I
it.
think that's everything.
Yeah. Well.
Oh, we didn't
We'll-
cover the Amazon rainforest, though.
Yeah, seriously, we go about that. You know, that's gonna be bad when we cover the Amazon rainforest before the news does. Has the news actually covered it yet?
No.
Okay, so the Amazon is currently burning down. There is a GoFundMe page for a lot of sites there. There is a new search engine that's going out that is planting, like using every single profit from using that search engine to literally donate to the Amazon rainforest. Because hey, that's a big bunch of our oxygen. You know what also sucks, Carlos? Apparently, a lot of the fires were started by people illegally starting the fire so they can make room, so they can, whatchamacallit, deforest in a more illegal
They're
way.
trying to
than
make
usual,
more
essentially.
farmland to grow more
Yeah.
animals.
Yeah,
to, like
slash and
meat.
burn.
And apparently the president's actually okay with it too. So
Yeah.
the Amazon is not doing
Apparently,
great.
the president
but
of Brazil
shout out
is
to the,
fucking
like,
insane.
I saw this really awesome dude who is like one of the fighters that are out there. despite everything. And like he was literally it was him on break from like working like 12 hours straight. I think they're not even paying him at this point. I don't know the full story. And they were just they're like the moment he was on break, the people that were near him were they just had a gallon of water there on standby with him. And I think they were just pouring the just coolant back into his backpack so he stays cool. But shouts to the people fighting against everything. Because, you know, we're all in this together. We're all gonna fucking die together, and all your pointless efforts to keep making more money is just gonna get us killed. Fucking idiots.
I want it all to burn down.
I don't.
I want bottled oxygen to be sold worldwide. I want great value Walmart bottled oxygen.
But that's not gonna be as good as Nestle's bottled water. Bottled oxygen, because they're gonna take that from Africa and claim that it's not a human right.
They're just gonna stick a bellows right in the throat of an African child and take it right out of his lungs.
Delicious.
Makes it sweeter.
Okay.
And I believe that's a podcast.
We still got
we still got questions. I can't believe Cyberpunk
questions.
Yeah, I can't believe Cyberpunk 2077 is happening in 2019 right now.
Yeah.
Do I get my cool robot arm yet?
No, you'll get probably a plastic one that may work.
Yeah, I'm awake like another week. Maybe that's when it all goes down. Blade Runner literally happens or some shit.
You'll get it eventually. Probably when it's financially advisable to start exploring and mining in space.
Dude, I'm down for that, you know. But if I find a marker, I'm immediately shooting myself. Like, you know, like if we're on space and we dig up some weird looking structure and they're like, we can use this for profit, I'm immediately killing myself because I know what's happening.
Well, hey.
It's like the Marty McFly thing of like, hey, I've seen this before.
What do you mean? It's brand new.
There's got to be some reason why we've never seen aliens.
Oh man, they all killed themselves. Oh wow, that's literally the worst case scenario.
Coby, the worst thing is if that ends up being the mark and you kill yourself, it won't matter. You're coming back.
Yeah, you're right. Oh. I mean, at least me won't be coming back. My corpse will.
Worst case scenario would be like, I don't know, there's a robot empire that kills anything that gets to a certain level of technology.
I'd rather do that than marker. At least the fucking Reapers are trying to do. Yeah, at least the Reapers are trying to kill you painlessly for the most part, with explosions and shit. Meanwhile, the markers, I don't care. You're gonna become a giant flesh moon. Oh, I don't want to be the flesh moon. Well, too bad. You're being a flesh moon.
Imagine how good it feels to be a flesh moon.
I don't think it feels good at all. They die pretty horribly in that series.
Imagine how good it feels to scream in agony while you're part of a flesh moon.
Dead Space is so gross. We gotta finish it. All right. What, Carlos? What do you think's the worst possible thing we can find in space, like apocalyptic level? That's not the marker from Dead Space, and that's not like a robot alien empire that's going to be there to kill you because you're too smart. Die.
Probably just a black hole, right?
Yeah.
That's like best case scenario.
Yeah, but there's no way to stop it.
Yeah.
Our planet is just like, what if our solar system is just like the pet sandbox of some other alien species that just wanted to watch a sentient race evolve over time?
I have one question for you, God. Why? I'll be hella disappointed. I'm be like, you gave me credit card debt for this.
Hey, credit card debt wouldn't matter if you're an alien's pet.
I'll rock, paper, scissors you for cosmic power.
God.
I wonder how many college students would become a willing, pet or something to get out of college debt.
That sounds like a sexual thing.
That sounds like a Hollywood thing.
Sure. Ha ha ha. Oh, Harvey Weinstein. Anyways, questions.
All right. Questions this week.
I may have to duck out for the questions because I do have to get up pretty early tomorrow.
They're short.
But he actually sent only 5 this time instead of 10. Questions this week are from our boy Erwin. I mean, if halfway through you just like need to tag out.
I haven't also had dinner yet, so I'm trying to get to bed soon.
Oh, fuck.
Understandable. If you need to dip out now, that's fine.
Yeah, I need to dip out. I'm guessing Erwin sent these questions.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, sorry, Erwin. I really got to duck out.
All right, thanks for joining us, Carl. See ya.
See ya.
Wait.
Peace over.
Bye, Carlos. Where?
All right, now that he's gone. So JoJo Part 4 stand tier list.
We're not doing this.
No.
I'm going to rip my dick off.
All right, so let me go ahead and at Erwin like this. So he says, "Y'all keep forgetting to read the title of all the emails, so these sentences don't make much sense." XD. Well, bitch, guess what?
Yeah, I could read it. I'm great at reading.
Well, you still didn't read the title, Coby.
Now, what was the title?
Yeah. It's questions may drag 5. You just outed yourself and willingly.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
God damn. All right.
So thanks again. Thanks again, Erwin.
Yeah, thanks. All right. To avoid giving a sense of dread, here's only 5 questions now. Never lived it down. What's something you've never let someone live down? Like, per se, someone did something stupid as hell and you still hold it against them.
Mantis believing that Dante was able to bring home those 2 strippers in DMC Devil May Cry because he was a succubus.
There it is. There's the Mantis answer of the week.
He's playing Rainbow Six now.
Yeah.
Love you, Mantis, but Jesus fucking Christ. Oh. Oh.
You guys are weird, making weird sexual moans thinking about Mantis.
Oh, I'm stretching.
I'm stretching too.
Sure. I'm just stretching all over and I'm making weird noises thinking about Mantis.
I'll stop asking you to come on.
My answer. I don't think I've ever done this to someone. I think it's more done to me.
Mm-hmm.
Like because of fucking last year, a stupid inside joke thing. One of my roommates, Connor, keeps asking me to he keeps saying you should drink more water whenever I'm thirsty. And I don't even know why this became a thing, but him and Drake kept repeating it. But yeah, I don't really never let someone live something down. I can't think of anything.
Mm-hmm.
I could make something right now though.
Well, you can make.
I gotta.
Let me
get my mic up here. Look, Erwin. Look, Erwin.
Oh no. Oh no.
I want you to read back question 1. I want you to ponder over every letter, okay? And when you get to that opening parentheses, when you say per se, I want you to understand something. That phrase, it's spelled PRE space SE. You're not supposed to make the English word say, okay? And I'll never let you live that down. Ever. I don't even know if that was louder. I have a condenser in my house.
No, it's picking up pretty loud. Not loud enough I have to worry about it because you're not screaming, but it's noticeable.
Say no.
Oh my god. Padaru.
It's coming to that time of year again.
It's always that time of year.
Hashi desu yo,
Kaze no yuni, Tsukimi haru wo.
You can't just start speaking.
Padaru.
Making me think
I'm
crazy.
confused too. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Don't worry about it. All right, so question number 2. No, I refuse, good sir.
Yeah, I didn't
What's
have an
the time you
answer.
refuse to do something again, even if it was supposed to lead? Oh, did you have an answer, Michael?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
Did you actually have an answer, Cable, or were you being sarcastic?
No, I really didn't have an answer.
Right. No, I refuse, good sir. What's the time you refuse to do something again? God damn it, Cable. You move the questions with that pottery.
There you go.
What a time you refuse to do something again, even if it was supposed to lead to more things to do. DMC4 is fine, but V outclasses it. No, 5 outclasses it entirely and has more compelling and fun campaign. So I guess what's something you refuse to do again, even though it would lead to more things to do? I wouldn't say because of. No, I wouldn't say because of it leads to more things to do, but I won't finish another game again when I'm like, yeah, that's enough. I don't need any more of that. And that The Witcher 3 is still that for me. Not because I was like, there's more things to do, but because I was like, I had enough. I'm good. Like the story ends here for me. If you make a Witcher 4, I'll look at it, but I probably won't buy it. Like that's kind of how I feel about MCU movies, actually. You know what I mean? Where it's like after Endgame, I'm like, I'm cool. I don't really need any of this anymore.
Oh wait, I actually think I have an answer to this. I refused to play Minecraft for like years. So like when I was in fucking middle and high school, played a bunch of Minecraft, had the Feed the Beast launcher, I'd fucking play everything. I was a real gamer. I watched the Yogg's cast.
Oh
my God.
Oh, I can feel that.
Yeah. And then I watched Sips and Shin, and that was the actually good series.
Yeah.
But I'll say it. Basically anything with Sips in it was made good. But what was that? Oh yeah. So I just basically when I stopped playing Minecraft like like at least 4 years ago. When I stopped then, I was like, yeah, I just don't want to touch it anymore. So then a year later, when fucking Nick, that piece of shit, asked me to play Minecraft again. And I was like, no, I don't think I'd ever
Do we have
play
to censor
Minecraft
that?
again.
Nah.
What? It's just
It's
a
a
first name.
very common name too. I wouldn't worry about it.
I doubt anyone can
I know.
find my friend Nick Cage. Anyway, so Nick, he comes to me and he asks me if I want to play Minecraft again, and I just say no. I think I'll never play it again, and he thinks I'm crazy.
Are you still friends with him? I thought you stopped being friends with him.
What? No, we're
I thought you-
roommates.
Oh.
You crazy? I don't think we're thinking of the same Nick. Maybe.
No.
Oh no, we're not thinking of the same Nick. We're not thinking of the same Nick.
We're probably not. You're thinking of Barn Owl. I'm not talking about Barn Owl.
Oh yeah. You're right. I was thinking of Barnaple. Thank God. I was about to be like, Monroe, we need to get our friend groups straight.
No, different Nick.
And I was like, you can't be friends with him. Why? I hate him.
This pottery's for you, Coby.
Yes.
Okay, basically my answer is Minecraft because I just recently started playing it again, and you know, same old, same old. It crashes because of memory leaks. It doesn't run too well with a bunch of mods. You know.
I love that everyone's going back into Minecraft.
Yeah, I need to make a Epic Gamer Minecraft PC.
So you can do ray tracing?
Yeah, so I can do ray tracing, Minecraft ray tracing.
Yeah, let me get 2 1080 Ti's.
No, I just need to finally get 16 gigabytes of RAM.
You don't have 16 gigabytes of RAM?
No, I don't, because the RAM companies keep making it stupid expensive because they fucking know that they'll never be the bottleneck for anything. Those pieces of shit.
Understandable. Honestly, like actually understandable. And I'm trying to get DDR. Granted, my laptop is a type of laptop that is upgradable, but it's a bitch because I have to take everything apart.
Yeah.
And I can't use full size graphics cards, obviously, but the mobile ones are removable. But at the same time, I'm like, I'd rather have this for audio and stuff, and like have an actual desktop. But I'll save up for that sooner or later.
Yeah, RAM is like the one part of any computer that like it just stays expensive. Its price doesn't really go down as much as anything else. Even
you
like
have an answer
GPUs.
for this? Do you have an answer for this question, Cable?
I'm trying to think of one. Something that I refuse to do again. Maybe some more things to. I guess Borderlands 2. Julio keeps wanting me to play it, but I just really don't feel like it.
Understandable.
Like, I'm sure if I got
understandable.
back into it fully, I'd have fun, but it's just every time I think about it, I just go, ugh.
No, yeah, you would kind of have to get into the late game, which is already it takes a while.
The other day he was like, hey, play with me and my friend. I'm like, yeah, sure, why not? I'll play for like an hour. And then they were like 10 levels above me and it was miserable. They forgot to tell me they were 10 levels ahead of me. They're like, do you have anyone higher? I'm like, no, I don't play this. They're like, oh, you'll be fine. I got hit by a stray bullet across the map and went down.
That's how level scaling works in Borderlands. And Borderlands 2.
Yeah. And because it was 3 people, they did even more damage.
Yeah. But yeah, it's okay. I'll get you into Borderlands 2.
I'm fine.
What about you, Michael?
I'll tie your arms to a chair.
Oh,
I think I actually do have an answer for this one. And this is actually a game that'll be near and dear to you and Cable.
Oh,
So,
no.
years back, me and my friend decided, you know what, let's play through RE6. Yep,
Great decision.
very great decision. We got through the Leon campaign, the fucking weird ass Jake campaign, the fucking Chris campaign. The Chris campaign was where I just stopped. I'm like, I'm not playing the rest of this. We have one more. I refuse to go back.
Ironically, that's where we've stopped too.
Really?
Yeah, well, not because we don't want to play anymore, but because we just haven't had time.
You know, mine was just like, my friend kept telling me like, yo, we gotta do the Ada section. I'm like, I'm not turning this shit on again.
I gotta go back to the island.
I refuse.
Date kotowaru.
Literally that.
I need to get that Monster
I think
Hunter
I've
mod.
sent that gift to him a couple times when he suggested it. I'm like, no. Just Rohan, I refuse.
All right, what's the next question? Just scroll through all these powderoos we posted. All right, 3. It's not like you had a chance anyways. What's a time when you've seen someone try to fight an impossible battle and still lose? You know, I just watched that Plague video on villains.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Michael, I need to explain to you. All right,
20
I'm gonna spoil Wakfu because the show, from what Plague says, and I believe in Plague, isn't that great altogether. Animation's pretty cool. It's weeaboo. It's a literally weeaboo French anime. However, there's a character that's really good in it. You know, I'll let Monroe talk about it. Actually, I feel like you can explain this better than me.
Oh, okay. So basically, there's a villain called Nox, and the weird thing about his characterization is that the heroes basically never learn anything about him. They just see him as a masked, crazy mage villain that wants to destroy everything.
Oh, and he has committed genocide before.
Oh yeah, he's committed literal genocide. He's an extremely powerful mage. He's basically sucking the life out of things to make an insanely big spell. So he is literally like the most one-dimensional villain to the heroes like possible. And that basically stays true until basically the end of the series. They don't really learn anything about him.
Can I go off one single tangent?
Uh-huh.
What happens in one point in the anime? Well, I'm gonna call it whatever. French anime. What happens at one point in the French anime is that in Wakfu, there's a main character. I don't know their name. I don't give a shit enough to know. Where they have an adopted father. The time mage Nox goes and steals the life force from that adopted father. And like he grows, like he's like he's decently young. I would say if I had to guess, he'd be in his like early to late 30s, right? And like when he gets his life force stealing, it looks like he's in his 60s. However, for some reason, Nox comes back and gives him his fucking like those like that life force that he stole from Nox. And then of course the adopted dad there is like, why are you doing this to me? And I was like, honestly, I don't know. But I feel like at least someone out there should know why I'm doing all of this. And Monroe, I'll give the rest to you.
So basically, he commits genocide, sucking the life out of things, except he usually does it to death. He kills things when he does this.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a dragon, I fucking can't remember its name. The dragon character.
G-Unit.
Has a very hard name to pronounce. Yeah, just call him G-Unit.
G-Unit. So the dragon G-Unit, it's it's a world where like the dragons can basically polymorph into a humanoid form, so he's like an old man. He wants to suck out the dragon's life because the dragon basically has way more life energy than anything else, because dragons live for a really long time. So, and basically, the dragon, I think at this point, he has only told G-Unit what his goal is. He basically wants to rewind all of time by sucking out all this life energy and casting this spell. And the dragon says he's absolutely nuts, because even his patron god, the god of time, says that it is impossible to rewind time. So Nox is basically just insane to everyone. And I think he's asked this to the dragon, because I think the dragon asked him why he'd even want to. And Nox says something to the effect of like, if you could take back an irreversible evil, wouldn't you? So you've got like the layers to. There's something in Nox's past that he wants to completely erase and undo, no matter what, to the point where he doesn't care that he's committing genocide, because when he succeeds, everything will be reversed. All of the bad things he's doing will be reversed. So he basically shoulders every terrible action he's doing into the villain persona he's adopted. He basically willingly becomes a terrible person, because when he reverses time, it won't matter. And so basically his motivations are revealed in like a special animation that's kind of separate from the main story. Basically, he found a basically like eldritch artifact. I think it's called the Ilias Cube.
He found the gamer cube.
Call it the GameCube, literally.
But he finds this, and basically Nox lived with his wife and children in a small house near a beach. He finds this in a cave near the beach, and Nox was like an inventor for basically fun, but this cube basically makes him like eldritch smart. It like gives him, basically feeding him forbidden knowledge. So he gradually gets more and more obsessed with it and his work, to the point where he drives his family away. So they live with the mom's sister on another island, and he's basically driven himself crazy and driven off his family because of this cube. And the whole time he says it's whispering things to him.
And the whole time he's like, don't worry, I'm going to use, because like in deep down, he is morally good. He's just not a competent person. And he's really bad at asking for help.
Yes.
And
so
he keeps going
also,
with working on the cube. He keeps going, no, it's fine. I'll keep doing this and I'll get the money with this somehow.
Yeah, because they were basically living very harshly rent to rent. So he wanted to at his core provide something more for his family. And so he does this, and time itself basically starts getting distorted in the space around him. Like, to the point where he's losing track of time, because he cannot physically, he doesn't really live in the same linear time that everyone else does anymore. So when the landlord comes for rent, he gives him the rent. The landlord says that he's not even here for it. His wife paid him through for months in advance. And then he's like, months? What are you talking about? It's barely been a month. So the landlord came to deliver him news that the island his wife and family had moved to was basically wiped out by a tsunami. He basically disbelieves that because, again, it has been under a month to him. And so he's basically achieved near omnipotence at this point. Like, he can literally farsight, look anywhere in the world and look and just observe something. So he does that and tries to find the island, and he basically
finds
goes
their graves.
crazy. He goes crazy when he literally can't find the island.
Yeah.
He's looking in the exact spot it should be, but there's only water. So from this point, this is basically his motivation. He wants to rewind all of history so that this doesn't happen. Which is... So basically... And everyone the whole time is telling him he's insane, he's crazy, he's a terrible person. And in the finale of the episode, he was right. You can rewind time with enough energy.
Because what happened is he's alive for 200 years, right, Michael? The whole time he's killing people, and he figures out that you can get the energy from killing people. It's straight up in this kid's show, actually permanent death killing people will help give him the energy to create the spell that will rewind time, right?
Yeah, and the whole time he's doing it, it's the Ilias Cube is still talking to him. It's saying that this is a good idea and that he has to go through with it. That he can't stop now, because if he stops now, there'd be no point to anything he's doing. So in the finale,
he wipes out a nation.
Right.
He wipes out the nation. He wipes out the nation where all the main characters are, and they all just die, actually. Which is kind of crazy. But what happens? You know what happens? He was right. He overcame his god and all that cool shit. But what happens, Michael, is when he rewinds time, he rewinds it, but only for 20 minutes.
Yeah. The show rewinds to 20 minutes, and it's showing him just staring at the ground, the full weight of everything that's happened just hitting him all at once. The show itself just rewinds and then stops and shows him just standing there.
Because he realized after all those years, all that time, 200 years of all that genocide and murder only bought him 20 minutes back on the clock.
Jeez.
Yeah, and he basically he can't even say anything for himself. He just kind of limply looks at the heroes and just says sorry and disappears.
And not only that, before that happens, he starts crying.
Yeah, he basically because the villain Nox wasn't really him. It was basically a persona he adopted to try and protect him, the real him. He wanted to try and think he was still a good person, and that all he had to do was reverse everything to be that person again. But in the end, he basically drops it and thinks about everyone he's hurt and all the people he's just destroyed for this, and how it did nothing. He couldn't even bring his family back.
And in the end, he realizes that the cube wasn't even talking to him, because Gene Unit, the dragon that died right before, and he could take his energy and shit. Gene Unit has contact with that cube in the past, and it never speaks to anybody. So that's when it really hits him that the whole time it was just him. All of it was just him.
It was him just in a constant feat of denial, telling himself that there's a way out. So,
and he literally, it's so depressing because the heroes win in the end, but it's fuck, because he just gives up.
Yeah.
That's the hardest part.
Yeah, he just looks at them, says goodbye, and he just warps away.
And the last time you see him is his armor, which he's granted, he's lost his body because of how old he is, right? So it's only being kept together by magical armor and bandages. And so when he goes to, he just literally goes to his family's grave and just dies there for real.
God.
And that's
Anyway, answer to number 3.
That's the answer to number 3. That's the answer to number 3.
Yeah. I'd agree with that. Yeah.
Fuck, right?
That's deep. Yeah.
That's yeah.
Jesus.
Partial answer to number 4 if you want to.
Yeah, can you think of a good answer number 3, Cable?
Let's see. Myself trying to force myself through ending Year of Near.
Understandable.
Because, I mean, I was doing that for about probably a good hour before you had woke up that day.
Oh, yeah. I forgot you played it all night.
Yeah. Not ending Year, just the game.
Yeah. How do you... Yeah. That. What about you, Michael? You have an answer for number 3?
Not really, especially after that.
How would you feel? Like, oh, man, that's a horrifying in like a kid's show of all things.
Yeah.
Just, I don't even want to think of that. That's so depressing. Just the thought of like, I did it. I won. 20 minutes. I got back 20 minutes.
Yeah, it's like you would think at that point someone's psyche just breaks, but the thing about how it's played is that Nox already broke. He can't even he can't retreat into like psychosis anymore.
Yeah, it's not that his psyche breaks, it's just all of it just hits him at once, and he actually accepts it for once. I feel that's how it ended. Like, that sorry is so genuine, because the hero's like, wait, you're here to kill us, right? He just says sorry and disappears.
Oh yeah, and remember, even at this point, the heroes never knew his motivation.
Nope. They thought he was just a genocidal maniac. The only other person who knows is, I think, the main character's adopted dad, because like I said, he did go back and tell him, because he was like, I don't want you to see me as good. I just want you to know why I'm doing this. And his whole philosophy with it was also like, it was also like, hey, if this works and I win, I did nothing wrong, because I will go back in time and make sure that I did nothing wrong.
Which leads into 4.
Or 3. Yeah. Or 3. Fuck the world anyways. They took away my family.
So, which leads into 4. Question 4.
Can you read that, Cable?
Question 4? Yeah. Evil will always win because good is dumb. When's a time when the villain's route is better than the hero's route, but the canon gods decided otherwise?
So, a time when the villain's route is better than the hero's, but the canon gods decide otherwise. I kind of have an answer.
What's your answer?
It's only the last part of the question that kind of throws us up, because I think that's kind of the point of season 1. Daredevil. What Kingpin wanted to do in season 1 was literally better for Hell's Kitchen.
Yep.
It was corrupt and crazy
and evil,
but Murdoch is not helping anything. Like, it hits on the vigilante justice thing, the thing that they basically like worked into Batman's character. His vigilante justice isn't really helping the city in any way that an insanely rich, like, millionaire could do by other means. But he's a broken person and acknowledges that, and he just doesn't care.
Which is why you should watch season 3.
Yeah.
It goes deeper into that, and it's even better.
But also, It's also why Kingpin's character revelation at the end of that season is so good. He basically
I thought I was the good Samaritan. I am of the ill will. It's so good.
Yeah,
That's so
basically
good.
he basically just says like, fuck it. I'm sick of putting up this pretense. I'm going to do this, and I don't care who tries to stop me. I'm just going to kill anyone that tries to stop me. Because it's literally, from his perspective, the city itself is just hurting him for trying to help. But yeah, I guess that would be my answer for 4. That's probably the most immediate one I can think of.
No, mine's still the Wakfu one.
Yeah.
That's like, it sucks that it's in apparently a mediocre like kid show actually, other than Nox as the villain. But that's such a cool idea and great writing concept. That's also just depressing, man.
Yeah. I mean, I imagine most people don't try it because writing anything to do with time travel in a plot it scares people. And it's hard.
But that's done so well. Oh man.
Yeah, it is done well there.
Dude, I can't it's the fact that he said that his body was broken and that he's not even a person anymore, but it's the fact that when he everything hits him and he realizes it was all for nothing, that he cries, and that's what got me, because I'm like, oh, ah,
But what's your answer, Cable?
I'm trying to think of games of play that have the 2 roots. I was
it
gonna
doesn't
say
have to be a game. It could just be about the villain's perspective or the hero's perspective, I guess.
Yeah. I would say Sonic Adventure 2, but the way that game works, it honestly doesn't give a shit about either route. I mean, for the final story, it's literally just like, oh yeah, the first 2 happened, whatever. This is the real thing. Who cares? Villain. Damn, that's tough. Let me look at my game list, see if I can think of anything. That's kind of what I have to do for a lot of these, just look at my games and see do I remember if this has that or anything?
The machines were justified.
Well, I think I have an answer. Well, Cable decides.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. I think Coby probably knows my answer. Honestly.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna have to say. Probably a good example of evil. Well, wait, hold on. Let me make sure I'm reading this right.
I think if I had to reword the thing, it would be when did you feel like the hero had a better route, better reasoning, better everything than the hero, quote unquote?
You mean the villain?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
You said hero
the villain
twice.
had a better one than the hero.
Yeah.
No, I said the villain better than the hero.
Go back in the video and see.
Yeah, you said hero twice. I'm not gonna lie. It's fine. We know what you meant.
Well, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Well, for my answer, I'm gonna have to say, I reference JoJo a lot, but this I feel is a good example of that. Part 7.
I knew
Part 7.
Funny Valentine.
Yep.
Understandable.
Yeah. I'm not gonna spoil any of it. Just read Part 7.
I mean, doesn't he just want to be the best president he can be?
No, it's. I don't wanna say.
Alright, don't. I'll read it eventually.
It's really good. It's a really good reason.
Yeah.
God, I just read the name of the part 5 question.
All right, so can you still think of anything, Cable?
I guess I'd say the original Nier. It's not a villain route, but the motivations of the main villain, quote unquote, are, I mean, they're good for him, but that's a game where both sides are wrong, honestly. Because the character you play as, you're trying to get your daughter back. That ends up being a big bad. And then the villain is trying to get your daughter back from you. That's also a big bad.
And it all ends up being big bad.
Oh yeah, it doesn't. It literally doesn't matter. It's like, nope, this is bad. This is, you fucked up. Bye bye. Without going into like actual detail.
Yeah.
Grandier is God knows how old now, but I still don't want to, I guess. The fuck?
Fucking
Julio, really? We're almost done with questions.
I'm here with like the most important answer of all.
All right.
No, I don't remember where I put the bodies, but yes, I did commit those murders. Next question.
All right. A live recording of Julio committing to a hate crime?
No. There was no hate. It was a crime of passion.
What do you say? A hate crime? Julio, you did a hate crime, you said? Is that what you just said?
Hate crime's such a weird term when you think about it.
Yeah.
All right, the original Nier is like over
a
9
strong
years old.
dislike crime.
We'll
Question 5.
We'll play Siege after.
Question 5.
I'll read.
So, it's not holding hostages. It's a Q&A that goes on for a few hours. For what event did you stay up for longer just to see how it ends? I won't lie in saying I watched the entire event of Devolver's post E3 coverage 3 years in a row so far. So what event did you stay up for longer just to see how it ends? Bethesda. That Bethesda game covered. Oh, that was uncomfortable. That was a lot of fake clapping. I didn't know anyone who would clap for a Fallout 76 Battle Royale and not be paid to do it. Yeah, the wooing guy that was also obviously paid. Or either that or he was memeing it out.
No, he was absolutely paid, but he was like, I'm going to see how much I can get away with.
To the point where Todd Howard's like, tell this dude to shut the fuck up.
Todd Howard just like, remove that one.
Kill. I'm imagine the way you said it. I now imagine Todd Howard as Severus Snape. Remove that one. Harry Potter.
I don't really stay up for events. I can think of like
Mine was just watching that Bethesda one to see where it would go. It didn't go anywhere. That was a waste of my time. Wait, no, me and Michael, we do have one.
Yeah, I think we might have had the same one, or maybe.
I'll let you say it then.
Well, the one I was gonna say was staying up for the Mortal Kombat top 8 that just passed. Just see. Well, I already knew what the outcome was gonna be, but I'm like, I want to just.
You wanted to see how it got there.
Yeah.
For me, it was also just
I mean, Julio, you can answer.
Yeah, Julio, what do you have the
God.
answer? Yeah, you can answer. God.
Okay, I didn't want to like interrupt too much. I wasn't really staying up, but I did skip an exam to see the Nintendo E3 direct, or whichever direct it was that ended up with like Super Smash Brothers Ultimate.
Understandable. Have a nice day.
Yeah.
Mine was staying up to see if that snake leak was true for Tekken. It wasn't. However, I got Leroy Smith, and I'm happy.
Leroy Smith.
I get to play as the literal spirit of Wu-Tang.
The last one I can think of I stayed up for was, I think it was Combo Breaker Unis, because it went till about like 11:30, I think. And I had work the next morning, but I was like, I want to see if Red Blade can either make a comeback or if Clear Lamp's just going to steamroll his ass. It was a steamroll.
Rip.
Look
But
at this motherfucker.
he hit him. He hit him with the hard American tactics of just pop super.
God.
He was like, I don't want to deal with this mix-up. Yeet.
Understandable.
I can't really think of an event. I guess the most recent one would be Smash Ultimate Evo. Stayed up to watch that through. I don't know. Oh my god, this fucking thing looking at me. The last time I stayed up a lot was when I was painting this fucking Pikachu model.
All right, and now here's another thing that everyone said. Also, since now is a good time, Death Stranding got some new gameplay footage that only really showed walking around and more cutscenes. I feel like Kojima is the only person who can get away with doing that. And Hot Cold Man, since screw it, I'm still excited even though I got no idea what the hell I'm getting into, which is sadly more rare these days when it comes to releases. Honestly, yeah. Death Stranding is literally going to be an acid trip. You're gonna open you're gonna open the case, and there's gonna be like a tablet of acid. Or it was just a strip, and they're gonna be like, put it on your tongue before you play. Okay.
Here
before you play.
We gave you extras in case you have to take a break.
Yeah, you're having a fucking good time, and then when you come back to it, you realize you've just been walking in a straight line.
Do you know the tutorial to Fahrenheit or Indigo Prophecy, that game?
Oh,
The David Cage one? Yeah, the tutorial is literally David Cage telling you how to play.
yeah.
The tutorial is David Cage stroking his own dick.
I'm just imagining that the first thing you see in Death Stranding is just a model of Hideo Kojima. He's telling you how to play, but like in the most smarmy way possible.
I almost bought the Quadrant Dream trilogy on sale.
Oh my god.
Just for memes. I can't force myself to.
Do it.
It was 3 games for $12. I'm like, that's still too much.
I mean, what all games was it?
Detroit, Beyond Two Souls, Heavy Rain.
See, that's fine.
Not even Indigo? At least we could have had a little bit of fun making fun of Indigo.
Indigo is at least memes.
Well, Detroit would be fine, at least.
Detroit would be fine. You know,
we can get Raj and get him super drunk again.
Beyond would be nice to just, not touch anything and watch it play.
Be very,
watch the mess slowly crash into
very
itself.
Uncomfortable.
Yeah, watch the train wreck slowly crash into the grandma on the scooter while someone's trying to rape that grandma.
Oh god, you didn't have to go that far.
Yeah, you're uncomfortable by my accurate depiction of it, aren't you?
No, yeah. I mean, that's what that game. That's literally
an actual thing.
That's literally a chapter in the game, not the grandma rape, but Ellen Page nearly gets raped.
A lot, actually. It's kind of disturbing.
Yeah, isn't it more than once?
It's more than once.
She's also naked in a shower. And David Cage got bad legal trouble because apparently they modeled the whole body without her permission.
I mean, he just approaches Ellen Page and he's like, "Hello, Ellen. I would like to."
Here's my scrapbook of your Here's my scrapbook of your childhood photos that you had.
I love this one, don't you, Ellen?
And then the message at the end, like, oh, if you miss your family, your dead family, just kill yourself. You'll see him again. Just do it.
Like, duh. Come on, Green Goblin.
Cable, can you please just replace my fucking profile picture for the podcast with this?
With what? Hold on. What, the Potteroo?
In the podcast stuff.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah.
Let me save it real quick.
Look,
I used Carlos's new one.
William Dafoe is pretty worth it to play Beyond Two Souls.
No.
Look,
I've got to kill Spider-Man.
I just want the Green Goblin to talk to me because I'm a shy child.
Stop hammering nails into my penis.
Oh my god. What?
You'd probably rather
worry
have had
about
that than to be in that game.
It's an old
Oh
like
my
best
God.
friends reference.
Fuck.
And now that we're at the end of the podcast, so part 4 stand tier list, right?
We're
Let's see.
not doing this.
We're doing this next
No.
podcast, and you won't
I
stop
think
me.
Jody probably has a pretty strong stand, you know?
Yeah, it's a pretty strong stand. No, I wouldn't say it's that strong because it's just telekinesis, but even then, it doesn't do it that well.
Yeah, it's telekinesis that can choke people when it feels like.
Yeah, she can't really control it, but at the same time, can it protect her will? Like, can it stop time?
I mean, it can protect her very well. It can just heal all her wounds. So that when you're in fucking Afghanistan and you're not crouching behind walls and you get shot, you can just say, hey, Aiden, can you just fucking get all these bullets out of me? While you're at it, can you just make me a new heart real quick? Like, why even stealth? He can make force fields. Just fucking crab walk through Afghanistan with a force field. Who the fuck cares?
Oh, that would make the game
They weren't in
enjoyable.
Afghanistan. Yeah, they weren't in Afghanistan. They were in Africa. You know how I know? Because David Cage made her go kill a stereotypical African warlord, beret, sunglasses, and all.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. Look. Justice for Salim.
I can get Murdered Soul Suspect for $2 on PS4. That's still too much.
They need to pay you.
Well, hey, you can play the whole Navajo scene. Everyone loves that one.
Ugh.
It's great.
Can we just end the podcast?
No, we need to make this more uncomfortable real quick.
Everyone buy Beyond Two Souls. Give David Cage all of your money.
Hey, remember how... I'm trying to think. Let's see.
Fund his
Did
rape
Indigo
dungeon.
Prophecy have a rape scene?
I'm
yes.
sure it
No.
did.
Mm?
There was that necrophilia scene you can get.
Oh, yeah. Also, Heavy Rain. Heavy Rain also had that.
I mean, Heavy Rain had a whole... It wasn't just a scene. It was a set
Dream
piece.
sequence.
It was a gameplay mechanic.
There was one that was actually the rape scene, and then there was one that was the dream rape scene. And I'm like, how many rape scenes do you need, man?
Do you ever? No, yeah, you do.
No.
You do play Carla in Indigo Prophecy. Actually, I think there isn't one in Indigo Prophecy.
Yeah, it's just a
Hey,
really
good
bad
job.
depiction of a mental asylum.
And black people.
What are you talking
Well,
about? It's not like literal jive.
That's
plays
That's
time you
every
play
David
it.
Cage game. It's not like they played basketball
And,
in the winter when it's snowing.
They play.
Oh, and also he's always had racist predictions of Asian people.
It's everyone, but yeah, Asians gotta get the worst in his games.
I think something wrong with your eyes.
God, yep. David Cage is a hack. Detroit was only good because there's a lot of people had to tell him no, and Connor and Hank
Detroit
apparently
wasn't good. 1/3 of it
Connor-
was good, which is the
1/3 of
most
it-
that any of his games have been good. But 1/3 of it was good.
Yeah, and it's only the 1/3 because apparently Connor and Hank ad-libbed most of their lines.
Yeah. They had really good actors. They ad-libbed most of their lines, and they made their character dynamic.
Hey, it's
because
not
of those
about
ad-libbing.
slavery. Hey, it's not about slavery. Even though
Look.
New Free might be. Hey, you know that big black android named Martin that just wanted to be free? Hey, you know how the android sat at the back of the bus? It's not about slavery, though. Hey, you know how they treat them worse than humans and call them slurs? It's not about slavery, though. My God.
Look,
Fucking. I hate David Cage.
I have a quantic dream.
I'm leaving. Goodbye, podcast.
All right, well, if you have questions to send to us on next week's podcast, you can send them to thespacepatrolmail@gmail.com. Again, that's thespacepatrolmail@gmail.com. Coby actually hard left. I don't know for certain if he's coming back. So I guess we're just going to go ahead and end it. Thank you all for listening. I'm sorry, as per usual.
Everyone buy Detroit. right now.
If you
David
are
Cage
interested,
needs more
if
money.
you're honestly interested in the game, you can buy it. There's
No.
no stopping that.
Buy multiple copies.
Everyone can play what they want to play.
You have to play it. It's your duty.
Monroe, I'm gonna fucking slap you. Okay.
I need more David Cage games. The universe needs it.
No, it doesn't. Okay, I'm gonna just stop the recording. I'm done.
All right, good night, guys.
All right, good night.
Bye.